Okay, so good morning, everyone. So I think I'm audible and visible to all of you, right? Yeah, so I believe I'm audible and visible clearly. So we are going to start in a couple of minutes. So let's other join and then we are going to start. Almost all of us have joined, but yeah, so just wait for a couple of more minutes. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Someone is saying happy Friendship Day. So is it a Friendship Day today? I don't know. Like I was not aware about it. Someone is saying voice is low. Is it? I don't think that my voice is low. I think it's loud and clear. It's Gen AI Day today. Yeah. No, we have already started Gen AI Day yesterday itself. So yesterday was a Gen AI Day. Okay. So just we'll wait for it's 9:03 a.m. So we'll wait for 2 more minutes. Yeah. And after 2 more minutes, so we are going to start. In between, I can have my tea. So yes, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Milind, Amit, Somesh, Prajwal, everyone. I'm also from Jamshedpur, and we met in a Buddhagiri cross on Cell petrol pump. Okay, Aman, thank you. So I stay nearby. I think we had a discussion about that. Good morning, sir, and everyone. Good morning, Praveen, Alex, Esa, Rajiv, Sahid. Any plan of visiting Delhi? Um I keep on visiting Delhi, by the way. So it's like I do a very frequent travel to Delhi, Noida. बैंगलोर में मीटअप किया जाए हाँ ये सही रहेगा बैंगलोर में आई कैन डू अ वी वर लाइक डूइंग अ लॉट ऑफ hackathons and lot of big meetups in Bangalore, so I can plan because Bangalore is a place where I stay, so it's very convenient for me to organize such things. Manish is saying what you're saying, Manish? Sanjay, I joined from USA due to time concern. I was not able to join yesterday class. Not an issue. It's fine. So I have already uploaded the recording. Okay, so can you plan this in progress? So see, so once you say yes, right? So you keep on getting a demand that okay, do this, do that everywhere. But yeah, practically it's not possible. Um, by the way, Prayagraj is a place where my in-laws belongs to, means my wife's hometown. So okay, fine, guys. So let's get started. Good morning, everyone. Once again, I think it's 9:05, and we all have joined a class. Now, so yesterday, the way we have conducted the entire class, so in the exact same manner, we are going to conduct a class. So first of all, I'm going to like take a lecture. I'm going to discuss a topics which I have to discuss for today, and then so obviously, if you have any kind of a problem or if you would like to discuss any kind of a doubt, so one by one, I'm going to unmute and then we will be discussing a doubts. And if you have to share your screen, right? So for example, if I'm doing some sort of a setup, or maybe some of you are facing some sort of a issue in your system, you are not able to do a setup. So obviously, you can share your screen. We have that option as well, not just a audio option, but yeah, screen sharing option as well over a Zoom. And we I have an option from my side that I can control even your screen, so I can from here itself, so I can try to like do something in your screen. That is also possible, case by case basis, right? So if you are facing any issue, and this is how we are going to conduct our classes. I believe I have already set the agenda, or I have already set that how classes is going to happen in my yesterday's induction session itself, right? And yesterday's session was live on YouTube, but yeah, so from today onwards, it's not going to be live on YouTube. It is going to be here itself, and we are going to do all kind of a discussion now. those who have joined today, because there are some people who were not able to join yesterday. Maybe like you are not aware about the things that we have done. So let me just do a recap of each and everything that we have discussed in my yesterday's class. Just a quick recap, I would say. So I believe my screen is visible to all of you now. So let's go to a Euron dashboard, and those who have missed, right? So let's suppose this is your bootcamp class. So just go over here inside continue learning, and you will be able to find out a live lecture. So this is a link, by the way. So with the help of this link, you will be able to join your live classes. I believe you all have joined it with the help of this particular link. And I'm going to activate this particular link right before the class. Means, again, 1 minute or maybe 30 seconds before, link will be activated automatically for that particular day. And you all will be able to join the classes. Simple. So like there is no rocket science in this one. Second thing is that yesterday we have conducted a lecture, right? Yesterday it was an induction session, so I talked about a complete Euron ecosystem. So what we have and what we don't have, each and everything we have discussed one by one. So starting from our home screen, or maybe a roadmap, or Euron plus EURI APIs, just a brief introduction. So I haven't gone into a depth of anything, but yeah, so introduction about the Euron we have done, and that induction session is already available. Like I said yesterday, and I'll keep on saying that it takes some time for us to upload a recording, most probably 2 to 3 hours of time, right? Because for 4 hours of recording, Zoom takes around 3 to 4 hours to convert that video into an MP4, and once that will be converted, it will be uploaded. So obviously, those who will not be able to join a particular class, you will have to wait maybe for like a 2 3 hour so that we can upload. And yesterday we did the same thing, and we will keep on doing the exact same thing in each and every classes. It is not going to change at all. Fine. So those who have missed, I will not say that go through all 4 hours. If you have time, yes, you can go through it, but maybe just like go ahead and just get a glimpse of this entire things that we have discussed. Fine. Can we get an email with the class joining link for every classes? No, I don't think that email is required. We are already a part of a group, right? That's the reason so I've created a WhatsApp group. WhatsApp is pretty much convenient. No one checks an email nowadays. So can we get an email? Can we get a notification? I'll notify you inside like your WhatsApp group itself, right? Because WhatsApp, I always feel like it's very handy. It's very convenient for me to answer any kind of a question. And yeah, so we all are available anyhow on WhatsApp. WhatsApp is a universal tool now. Okay, and to those who are not able to get a WhatsApp link, it's also updated in a very first video itself. So click on the resources, you will be able to get a WhatsApp link for your batch. If for every batches, we have a different WhatsApp group. This is a WhatsApp group dedicated just for your batch, means just for your batch. Yeah. I'm getting an email meeting link because you have signed up in a Zoom, and in a Zoom, so we have switched that option that whenever you are going to sign up, so you will Zoom will notify you automatically. Yeah, it makes our bond stronger as well. Exactly. Yes. Yeah. So WhatsApp, it's like pretty much okay with all of us, I believe, and we are not going to face any kind of problem even after completion of the classes. Even after completion of the classes, we will be connected for a very long time, because at the end of the day, we have to help each other. We have to like provide an opportunity or share an opportunity with each and everyone, and that's the reason. So I have just created a WhatsApp group, and yes, we are controlling. So don't worry, we'll not allow any kind of unnecessary discussion inside the WhatsApp group. But yeah, so you are free to discuss anything. We are not like controlling anything on a discussion side. So just feel free to discuss anything necessary one. Yeah, so necessary one. Okay, so this is all about my studies discussion, guys. Now let's try to set an agenda for today's discussion. So what we are going to discuss today. So first of all, I'll be talking about a system setup, because we have to start our syllabus, right? So let me show you our syllabus. I believe yesterday you have already gone through it, but maybe not in depth. So today, first of all, we are going to do a system setup. Bare minimum system setup we are going to do in today's class. Then I'll be talking about a couple of things, not much, basically. from a generative AI perspective, and then a platform that we are going to cover, that we are going to discuss from a generative AI perspective. So that from next weekend onwards, next Saturday, right? So we have a class same time. So from next weekend onwards, we can start learning an API first. Technically, I'm going to teach you a fast API. So how you will be able to write a simple Python code, how you will be able to expose that Python code to the entire world with the help of fast API, or maybe with the help of Flask. So both are basically a framework to create an API inside a Python. Along with that, so here inside a EURI API, so we have a multiple code bases, right? We have a multiple code bases for a lang chain, for a lang graph, for llama indexes, for init, and for a autogen. So how I will be able to use that part means, from next week onwards we will get completely into a practical, but by taking a baby step, because I know that many of us are not aware about the API concept, right? And everywhere, whenever you are going to create an application, it will be required. So believe me, even if you just know like what is a variable into a Python, I'm going to teach you an API in such a way that you will be able to create it, you will be able to expose it. So I'm not expecting you to like be an expert in a Python, and it's not that tough. So that's the reason I'm telling you that even if you know how to declare a variable into a Python, only that part, right? Forget about oops concept, or maybe exception handling concept, or file handling concept, all of those things. Just if you know that, okay, how to declare a variable into a Python, I'm going to teach you that, okay, how to create your own API. And it's that simple actually, right? It's that simple. So it's a very logical thing that we all are going to do it. So fine, shall we start, guys? A practical. In a group, I can see some message, but yeah, fine. My team is handling it, so they will handle. सो सर टुमारो क्लास अटेंड नहीं किया था, आज से स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं? हाँ जी, ऑलरेडी अगर आपने अटेंड नहीं किया हुआ है तो रिकॉर्डिंग इज ऑलरेडी अवेलेबल, सो यू कैन गो थ्रू अ रिकॉर्डिंग एंड देन ऑब्वियसली यू कैन स्टार्ट. या फाइन. So Yuri API is built on fast API. No. So our entire backend for Yuri API, especially for this one, is written in Node.js basically, not on a fast API. We are not using Python as a backend for this one. We are using Node. Our entire stack is on Modern basically. Okay, so in a group, I can see a lot of discussion going on. Is it necessary? Yes, live link is not coming up after login. Like people are able to join. Yeah, maybe some people are facing an issue because maybe they are new to a platform. It happens for a couple of initial classes, but yeah. So fine, let's get started, guys, everyone. So just try to open up a system. Yesterday we had a lot of discussion with respect to a system. So let me tell you one thing very clearly. Anything or any system which is equivalent to i5, right? i5 is going to work. So i5 is one of the minimalistic kind of a system that you need even for your day-to-day personal work, whatever work that you do, and even for learning these entire things. Because going forward, we have to introduce a cloud platform. So the reason is very simple. So let's suppose I'm talking about a fine tuning, right? A model fine tuning. Doesn't matter how good my system is. So beyond a certain capacity or beyond a certain models, I will not be able to do a fine tuning in my local system. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to teach you that how you will be able to do a setup of GPU. There are so many vendors out there. For example, a Paperspace is one of the vendor which we use frequently. So basically, like I'm going to teach you that how you will be able to do a GPU setup over those cloud platforms, and then how you will be able to do a training setup so that you will be able to like do a fine tuning with respect to a model. It depends upon the use cases, maybe a LoRa, maybe a Cora, maybe a SLM, maybe a quantization. These are the fancy words for you, I know, but yeah, so eventually you will be aware about that one. So there will be not much of system dependencies you will be able to find out in terms of a compute. But yeah, so if your system is having a higher configuration, it will not give you a problem, as simple as that, right? So first of all, guys, what we have to do in my today's class, so let me write down the agenda that what we are going to do. So agenda number one, a very first thing that we are going to cover is a system setup. system setup. Agenda number 2 that I'm going to cover, a major framework intro, just intro. So I'm not going to go in depth because for going into a depth, it's already a part of your syllabus. So I'm just going to introduce a major framework and I'm going to tell you a reason that, okay, so this framework, we are going to use it for this particular reason or that particular reason, so that you will be aware about these framework, at least with respect to a name. So I'm not expecting that you should like get a mastery with respect to those framework in today's class, but no, I'm just expecting you that you should remember the name, only a name, that's it, nothing more than a name at all. And then third one, so EURI API I use. So how I will be able to hit a EURI system after doing a system setup. So this is something which I'm going to discuss in my today's class. So I'm assuming that all of you are ready with your system. So if not, please take your time, 2 to 3 minutes of time. Those who have joined through a mobile devices. So please make sure that going forward, join through your system, join through your laptop, and whatever I'm going to do, so parallelly you will be able to do it. I will keep on pasting a link and code each and everything in your chat box itself in a real time, so that I'll do it in my system, you will do it in your system. Yeah, fine guys, everyone. Can you please summarize how when AI apps are built? I think it's not a matter of summary, by the way, because yesterday we had a lot of discussions and I simply said that, see, there is not one simple logic, one single thumb rule that you can apply all across the application, right? So it's a matter of practice, it's a matter of building something. And that is the reason we have the entire batch. Yeah. Everything works for now, Sarik. Okay. So fine. First of all, we have to do a system setup. Now, so we can write a Python code in our local system and we can try to write a Python code maybe in some IDE which is available even online. Apart from that, so nowadays there are some IDEs which is available in a market basically, which is going to help you out in terms of writing a code. And I believe we all have heard about a Vibe coding, VIB, Vibe coding. So where you just give a prompt and then that IDE will start writing a code. So I will try to introduce you with respect to Vibe coding as well, a tool at least, right? A tool at least that, okay, so this tools that you can try to use and then you will be able to do a Vibe coding. So it is going to build a simple POC for you or simple small MVPs for you. It will be able to build it. So this is where this entire system setup will come into a picture, plus how you can do a local complete system setup. So first thing, guys, first thing, uh, okay. So here you just go to Google and try to search for a Python. So as we are going to write a code in a Python and we are going to use a Python programming language. So those who have not done a setup, so just try to write Python download. So once you are going to write a Python download, you will be able to see a link called as python.org, which is our official link, by the way. Yeah. And here, so this python.org, let me ping you this one. Fine. So in this python.org, you will be able to, I have already pinged you a link inside your chat, so you can check that out. So here you will be able to see a download option for a Windows, for a Linux, for a Mac machine. So for all of these machines, download option is already available. Now, so by default, you will be able to see a latest version 3.13. I generally recommend people to go ahead with 3.10 version because 3.10 is compatible with most of, I would say, most of the libraries or the frameworks that you are going to use inside a class or even inside the industry. So 3.13 is not that compatible, and 3.14 they have just pre-released, so it's not stable at all. So I'll always recommend to go ahead with 3.10, but it's completely fine. It's completely fine if you are clicking over here and then you are downloading 3.13 for now, because in later stage I'm going to even show you that doesn't matter what is a base Python environment you have, you will be able to create a multiple environment. There is something called as a concept of virtual environment. that we try to create with respect to a Python. So it's completely fine. Yeah, it's completely fine. So just go ahead and download this Python. Whatever you see as a latest version, download it. Yeah. So once you will be able to download it, it's available, like I said, so it's available for all the machines, whether it's a Windows, Linux, or Mac on the same location, right? So just select your machine and then you will be able to download. Now, once you are able to download it, it's a very small file. So quickly you will be able to download it. So again, just click over here and then click, just like you do an installation for any other things inside your system. So you will be able to do an installation. Just make sure that while doing an installation, check this option, add Python exe to path. If you are not doing it, then in a later stage you will have to do it manually. So you have to add this particular path in a system variable, and especially for a Windows machine. For a Linux machine, for a Mac machine, you are not going to face such kind of a issue. But yeah, for a Windows machine, so you will have to either check this option. If you are not checking this option, so in that case, like I said, manually you will have to go and edit your system environment variable. So first, guys, Python installation. I know many of you have already done that, right? Again, so those who have gone through my Python lecture, which I have already uploaded, even over there, so I have shown you the same thing, that okay, fine, so go and install the Python, then go and install VS Code, all sort of things. Is it done, guys? Yeah. It's a very small file. So quickly, I think within 30 seconds of time, you all will be able to do an installation. Now, once you are able to do an installation, so how you are going to check that whether it has been installed or not. So to do it, right, to do it, open up your command prompt, CMD, right? Open up your command prompt or maybe a PowerShell, and then simply type Python space hyphen hyphen version version. So Python space hyphen hyphen version. Hit enter, and if you are able to see some version, doesn't matter you are able to see the same version or some different version, but yeah, if you are able to see this particular version, it simply means that your system is able to find out Python. Yes, your system is able to find out basically a Python. So are you able to see a Python version, guys? Just open up your command prompt and type this one. So let me ping you this inside your chat. Yeah, Python version. So I have already pinged you the command. Fine. So this is the only requirement that we have. Beyond that, we will be able to do all kind of a configuration. Not showing in Mac. Okay, so which one? This command, it is not showing in Mac. Yeah, so try with this Python 3 then. In Mac, especially in Mac. In Windows, it will show, by the way. Fine. And yes, we have amazing fellow learners who will be able to help you out. So that's very engaging things, and I can see like people have started replying even before me. So that shows the enthusiasm. Fine. Okay. So that's the reason we have a group event. So even if you're going to face some sort of a issue after a class, so obviously we have so many people out there, right? They will be able to help you out. And believe me, I have seen a group, and I have a lot of such kind of a groups. So where even after a 2 switch or 3 switch or 3 transition, people are helping each other, right? Even after like a 3 year, 4 year. I completed total setup. That's great. Okay, that's great. So fine. This is the Python setup that we have to do. So step number one, we have to basically do a Python setup. Now, inside the same system setup, we need a IDE. Again, those who are not aware about it. So we need a place, we need a software, or you can say we need a tool where we can go and we can write a code, by the way. So that is something called as IDE, Integrated Development Environment, right? My favorite one is a VS Code. Now, someone likes some like a PyCharm kind of a IDE, someone likes some different IDEs. I like a VS Code. Again, IDE wise, all are good, all are equally good, I would say. So VS Code is very much convenient one in terms of its UI interface, in terms of managing a code, in terms of executing it, in terms of adding up plugins with respect to a VS Code, and that's the reason. So I like VS Code, and I believe like me, I'm not alone over here. So the entire world loves VS Code, I would say. Yes, so I love VS Code, as simple as that. Now, so VS Code is what? VS Code is basically a IDE. Yes, IDE. integrated development environment. So where you will be able to execute a code in any languages. Any languages mean literally any languages. Not by default, obviously. So just now we have installed Python. So now we can try to configure a VS Code inside our system. So let's go ahead again to the Google and search over here VS Code download. Yeah, VS Code download, and it's available for all machines, Mac, Linux, Windows, all three. So you are not supposed to worry about anything. So this is the official, right? This is the official link I have already pasted inside your group. Yeah, so don't worry, you don't have to do a Google search even. I have already pinged you the link over there. So just go over there, go to this link, the link which I have already pinged you inside your chat box. Yeah, and hope all of you are able to open up. Yeah, okay, fine. So now if I have a Windows machine, I'll click here. If I have a Linux machine, so based on the Debian or maybe a RPM, so I'll try to click here. And if I have a Mac machine, I'll try to click here. As simple as that. Very easy installation again. So no hustle, no struggle. So just try to click, and as you can see, the time I have clicked, it has started downloading, right? It has started downloading. It's a 106 MB of file I can see. So it may vary system to system. System to system is Mac, Linux, and Windows. Yeah. So just try to download it. So as you can see, I have downloaded. Fine. Now after downloading these files, let me keep into a list view. Yeah. So once I am able to download this file, this particular VS Code, again, what you have to do, so click, let me close my opened session of the VS Code. So click and then I agree, accept the agreement. Next, create a desktop icon, add to path. So by default here it's checked. Add to path is required for Windows, right? And sometime what will happen is that you'll have to restart your system. Sometime, not all the time, but yeah. So next, and then click on this install. So automatically it will be able to install each and everything inside your system. A very, very easy installation, only 2-3 clicks. Yeah. So are you able to do installation, guys? And click on finish. Yes, click on just finish. So it will be able to do an installation. Let me close my existing session and let me open up once again in front of all of you for the first time. Yeah. So once you will be able to do an installation. So here, if you are using a Windows, then you can come over here. You can try to search for it. If you are using a Mac machine or command, then you can search inside your search bar or terminal, right? So just try to search for a VS and automatically it will be able to open up a Visual Studio Code. This is one of the open source IDE you all will be able to find out. So where you can build any kind of a project, means literally any kind of a project which exists in this entire world. As simple as that. Yeah. Can you repeat the path selection? So don't have to do anything with respect to path selection. Just check that box. So that is more than enough. VS Code already how to check the path is added or not. So if it is working, then path is added. You don't have to do anything. Yeah, by default, it will be able to select. Fine. Okay. So VS Code I'm able to open up, and I'm assuming that most of us are able to open up, right, guys? Everyone. So can I get yes in a group? And if you are facing any issue, so you can let me know. If you're not able to see something like this kind of a screen. So almost everyone is yes, no issue. Okay, fine, fine, fine. Mac issue. Okay, so Mac, I don't think that VS Code gives much of issue in a Mac. It's just drag and drop inside the folder, right? With respect to a Mac. Yeah. But yeah, if you have a very, very old one, then it gives an issue, but it's easy to fix, I believe. But zip, so unzip it, drag and drop it. Simple. Yeah. All good in Mac. Fine. Yeah. So we'll try later. Now you can try. You can try it even now. It's fine. Like it will not take more than 5 minutes of time. Yeah. So fine. A VS Code installed. Now VS Code will be a place where we will be writing a code. We will be writing a code almost like a 90% of the time. We will be building all this project. We will be doing a lot of like experimentation over here. Now inside a VS Code, right? Inside a VS Code, in progress VS Code, sir. Okay. So I'm giving you 2 minutes of time. So it's 9:31, right? So I'm giving you a time of 2 minutes. Those who are not able to do it, please do it quickly. You don't have to do anything, by the way. Let me ping you a link once again. So just go to this link. Yeah. Just go to this link, download, click, install. That's it. Yeah. Nothing much. And then launch it. Launch VS Code. Yeah. So I'm giving you 2 more minutes of time, guys. Anurava is saying what? Path variable is equal to significance variable, Python environment compile default path. Yes. Okay. So once you are able to install a VS Code and once you are able to see this one, right? Once you are able to see this one, then you have to do couple of more steps so that my system will be foolproof and it will be ready. Yeah. So when you are going to open up a VS Code, guys, yeah, whenever you are going to open up a VS Code, so you will be able to see this particular option inside a VS Code. So there is an option called as extension option. This one, the marked one, the highlighted one I'm talking about, right? So you must be able to see this particular option. So this is something called as extension. So with the help of this, you will be able to install any kind of a extension. Extension simply means that additional capability. Yeah. So VS Code is an open source, basically IDEs created by Microsoft. So major contributor was Microsoft, and then in a later stage, so they have made it open source, and entire world is using this VS Code for writing a code. And even people are able to modify this entire VS Code, and they have launched their own labs, they have launched their own IDs with their own version. So here you will be able to find out an option of an extension. So we have to use this option and we have to install a couple of extension over here. So let's try to install those extension in this particular place. So you can try to click and then you can try to open up this extension, yeah, by clicking it, or you can try to use a shortcut command for that one. So Control Shift X. So if I'm going to close it, let's suppose, yeah, I'm going to close it. Control Shift X and it is going to open up the extension. Now, once you are able to open up the extension, try to search for a Python first of all. Simple. Search for the Python, and if you are connected with the internet, you will be able to see a Python over here. Simple. And then you will be able to see a Python by Microsoft. So again, you can even try to publish your own such kind of extension. I have published a lot of my extension on my own. So again, so I think I have not taught in any classes that how to build this kind of extension, but yeah, so I have already published it, a lot of extensions. So it's possible for even you to build a extension for your own purposes, wrap it up and then publish it inside the store so that other people will be able to use it. Similarly, so many people have already published these extensions. So this is from a official Microsoft itself. Search for a Python over here, and then you will be able to see an install option. So I am looking at an uninstall option. The reason is very simple. I have already installed, but you will be able to see an install option. Most of you, I would say, right, those who have not installed. So just try to click and automatically within a fraction of a second, it will be able to install it. Yeah. So Control Shift X in a Mac, it will be Command Shift X. So alternative for a control is technically a command. Yes. Yeah. How to build an extension, one video required. Yeah, I have already created one video on this one. Not one video, I think multiple video I have done on this one. How to create a SDK basically or for PyPy. Maybe sometime I'll do it for extension as well. It's easy actually. It's easy to publish. Okay, so this is the Python extension, guys. Again, I'm repeating the step as you are new to a VS Code, right? So once you are going to open up a VS Code, like I said, you will be able to see an option, and we are going to use this option so many times. So not just for today, even going forward. So I'm going to use this particular option. So this is the option that you will be able to find out called as extension. Now, what it does? So basically, there are so many tools, there are so many plugins people have created, maybe for a code completion, maybe for a compilation, maybe for debugging the entire code basis, maybe for like showing you the code as a graph basically, so that logically you will be able to connect. So these are the additional capabilities, right? These are the additional capabilities that people or some organization keep on creating, keep on doing it, and there are like millions, I'll not say thousands by the way, so there are millions of such kind of a extension people have created. Even you can create it and push it to the store, so that people will be able to download and people will be able to use it. So if that extension is that useful, so yeah, here just go to the extension tab and then just click. So you can use a command shift X if you're using a Mac, and if you're using a Windows, control shift X, or just use a mouse click, simple, and search for a Python. Then you will be able to find out a Python officially from a Microsoft.com. Yeah, Microsoft.com. So just install it, it will be done. So this is one of the installation by the way you have to do. Yeah. And then the second installation is Jupyter Notebook. So Jupyter, Jupyter, and then NOTBOOK. So Jupyter Notebook is something that you have to search again inside extension. I have just pinged you inside a chat. So Jupyter Notebook is something that you have to search, and again here you will be able to see a Jupyter by Microsoft official one. Yeah, Jupyter by Microsoft. So again you have to just click and it will be able to install it. Fine, guys. Yeah. What are the list of the extension? I mean, like there is nothing called as like a list which works for the Gen AI. It's like general purpose extension people have created. And as and when we'll move inside the class, I'll keep on teaching you. Fine. Okay. So two extension. One is a Python extension you have to install, and one is a Jupyter Notebook extension you will have to install, right? Now, so once you will be done with this two installation, so your VS Code is approximately ready, at least for now, I would say. At least for now. For today, it's ready. So now in this Jupyter Notebook, first of all, you go to file. Yeah. So how do we create a project, by the way? So what we do, so we go to a file, we go to open folder option. Yeah. So there is a folder option which is given to you. So we go to a open folder option, and then from here you can choose any of your drive, right? Any of your drive, or you can try to create maybe a new folder. So I'll be creating a new folder. For example, my batch is Gen AI, right? Gen AI, let's suppose a certification bootcamp. So Gen AI certification is a new folder I've created, and then I'll try to select, so that all of these code will be available inside this particular folder, Gen AI certification that I have created. So again, I'm going to repeat, go to file, right? Go to file, step number 1, step number 2, open folder, and then create a new folder. Let's suppose I'm going to create Gen AI test folder, select it, select this particular folder. Now, whatever code you are going to write, it will be available inside this particular folder. You can even right click, you can try to copy the path, right? You can copy the path, you can even click on this find folder, and you can like if you would like to like know that okay, at which location this file is in my system. So I right click in this space, copy the path, and then I can try to go here, and here is the path, right? D drive Gen AI test. Simple. That's very simple, very convenient. So here, just you have to like do a couple of clicks, you will be comfortable. So it's not that tough. Those who are new to a VS Code, let me tell you, it's not that tough at all. It's very, very easy. So you just have to do a couple of clicks here and there, which we all are doing. So by today's end itself, you will be comfortable with a VS Code. So here is a folder I have created, and now in this particular folder, so I can write any kind of a code. I can try to create a folder inside a folder. I can do technically anything and everything that I want, as simple as that. So here, let's suppose I have to create a file, so where I can execute my code. Right click once again, and then new file. Yeah, new file. And here, so I can try to create my file with any name that I want, but extension should be intact. For example, so here, let's suppose if I'm creating a test, right? Test. And let's suppose if I have to create a Jupyter Notebook kind of a file, a Jupyter Notebook extension that we have installed just now, right? So I'll give a file name dot, I'll give IPYNB. So IPython Jupyter Notebook. This is what it means, by the way. So file name .ipynb all the time. Hit enter. Now you will be able to see a Jupyter Notebook kind of a system, right? Where you can try to write a code and you can do whatever you want. But so let's suppose, and this is possible, right? This is possible because of this extension. So the Jupyter extension that we have installed, right? Jupyter Notebook extension that we have installed, it's possible because of this extension. So I will be able to execute a Jupyter Notebook inside my system. Now, sometimes, so why Jupyter Notebook is important, why Jupyter Notebook is required, reason is very simple. So sometime line by line we'll write a code, we'll try to like see the explanation of a code, we'll do a lot of experimentation. This is a place where Jupyter Notebook is required. But when it comes to building an application, right? When it comes to a building an application, when it comes to modular coding, right? A standard approach that we try to follow, at that point of a time, it's not a Jupyter Notebook. It will be a multiple folders, multiple structures, and then inside that there will be a multiple modules. Technically a .python file I'm talking about, a .py file I'm talking about, right? So we'll do a lot of experimentation over there. I'm going to use a Jupyter Notebook, and then obviously a .py file I'm going to use. Making sense, guys? Add a version 3.1. Yeah, so let's not fight on version side of it. Any version is fine for now, because anyhow I'm going to teach you how to create a virtual environment. So over there again I can control any versions. Fine. So what is the difference between IPython and py file? So basically both are different file structures. IPython simply means that it is going to open up in this tab format, where in a tab you can write a code, but yeah, you can't do a modular coding over here. .py file means folder inside the folder, and you will be able to do a modular coding, and eventually we have to leave a Jupyter Notebook. Technically, I used to say that Jupyter Notebook is for a beginner, or like let's suppose I'm teaching you a lang chain, lang graph, something like that, right? So initially I will try to start with the Jupyter Notebook, but eventually when I will teach you that how to use those things and build a project, build an application, at that point of time I can't use a Jupyter Notebook, right? When I say that okay, let's go and deploy this project, again at that point of time I will not be using a Jupyter Notebook. I will be using a complete full formatted modular coding structure, right? Which will be required. As simple as that. Yeah, please show me again how to open up a Jupyter Notebook. It's nothing basically, right? Create a new file, right? Give a file name, for example, test1, and then your extension should be .ipynb, IPython Jupyter Notebook, simple. So your extension should be IPYNB, and then bingo, done, right? Yeah. So here in this way, so just look at my extension, it should be exact same. File name could be anything, it's fine. Test1 I have given, test I have given. You can give your name, you can give my name, that's completely fine. Extension should not change. IPYNB should not change, because this is how system will be able to understand that it's a Jupyter Notebook that I'm talking about, by the way. Yeah. Now, so here when you are going to call a Jupyter Notebook, by default it will not be able to execute anything. So let's suppose if I'm writing 1 plus 1, and if I'm going to execute it, how to execute? So I can try to click on run, or I can use a shift enter. Shorthand is basically I can even click here to run the cell, execute the cell. So as you can see, this my mouse cursor, right? So just look at my, let me use my, yeah. So I think you are able to see my mouse cursor with the red dot, right? Red dot. So this is a place where you can try to click and you will be able to execute it. And when you are executing for the first time, so as of now, this is technically just a file. So it is not having a Python access. See, I have told you in the beginning itself, right, that I can try to use a VS Code to write a Java code, to write a C++ code, to write a JavaScript code. Means language is not a barrier. If you remember, in the beginning itself, what we have done, so we have technically installed Python, yeah, in our system. VS Code will be able to use it. VS Code will be able to invoke it, because now Python is available, a core library which is required to execute any of my Python code. It's already available, and then we have done the installation of VS Code. So technically, VS Code is using a Python that you have already installed. Similarly, you can install a Java SDK, and then you will be able to write a code in Java. As simple as that. Now here, so once you are going to click on execute, it will not be able to execute it, because you have to attach what? So you have to attach your installation. What installation? Obviously Python installation you have to attach, right? You have done the Python installation. So here you have to select a Python environment. So click over here and then you will be able to see some base environment in your system. So I'm able to see multiple environments, right? So let's suppose you are able to see this kind of environment, Python 3.12 or maybe Python 3.13, 3.10, whatever. This is called as base environment. Take it, right? Take it. Now you will be able to execute it. In my system, required, and if it is going to give you some pop-up for installing a kernel, just click yes, just say yes, it will be able to install the IPYNB kernel for this Jupyter notebook for this particular environment. So again going to repeat, guys, again going to repeat. So see, you have to, as of now I can see like a Python 3.12, right? Python 3.12, and I have attached with respect to a test one Jupyter notebook. Now again in a test, every time you have to do it. So every time whenever you are going to create a new Jupyter notebook, it is going to ask you to do the same thing. So let's suppose test, I have not attached any kind of a kernel. Kernel means executor, like basically a thing, a system which will be able to understand my Python code. So here I can try to click on select kernel, simple, right? Yeah. And by default I have used it recently, so it is showing me. Otherwise I can click on select another kernel, Python environment I have to select, right? And here in my system you will be able to see hundreds of environment, but if your system is new you will not be able to see all the hundreds of environment. You will be able to see just the installation that you have done as of now, right? And the installation which has been attached to your path system variable. So just click select and it will be able to like take that particular environment. Very simple. Now, if I'm going to write a code, for example, 1+1, if I'm writing, and then if I'm hitting shift enter or control enter, or if I'm going to click over here, as you can see, it is able to execute and I'm able to see the output. And if you're able to see the output, it simply means that my Jupyter notebook is up and running. It's working. I don't have to worry about anything. Now I'm good to write any kind of a code. Yeah. Yeah, so you will face some issues with respect to a clicks, believe me, with respect to like selecting a kernels. I don't think that anyone is going to face an issue once you will be able to connect it. Yes. Now shorthand. So here there is a like a click, right? A shorthand for this one is Control Shift and here P. Yeah, P. So you can try to. So it will try to open up a search bar basically. Those who are using Mac, it will be Command Shift P. So again, when I say Control, Mac people just change it to Command. Yeah, change it to Command keyboard because there is no control in a Mac system. So Control Shift P, shorthand basically. So one option is click and then select, right? Other option is Control Shift P and then here. So you can go you can try to go and type Python and then you can try to use a select interpreter. Yeah, select interpreter, same place you will be able to land. So Control Shift P, select interpreter, same place. And shorthand is going to work for all the machines. As simple as that. Making sense, guys, to all of us? Yes. So are we able to attach a kernels? Because if kernel is not attached, you will not be able to execute any code, means literally any code in Python. Simple. Can you provide the steps for default Python environment selection? Simple. Control Shift P, right? Type Python. It will show you all the list of environment. Python environment, it will show you all the list. Yeah, Karthik and everyone. So are we able to do it, guys? Yes, everyone? It's not tough, but I know like for the very first time when you see the system, right? Because this is something that you will be doing daily, maybe once in every hour, once in every half an hour you will be doing. But yeah, I know that initially when we are very new to these things, we face some sort of issues. Yeah. And those who will be facing these issues even after a class, feel free to share your screen. I'll look into your screen. I'll fix it. It's not a big one, I know, but yeah, I'll fix it after the class, right? In our doubt clearing session. That's the reason. So we have a doubt clearing. Yeah. It is not taking environment. Sometimes you will have to like close it, open up once again. Sometimes you have to even restart or maybe just go ahead with this. If it is showing you environment in CMD, right? It will be like giving you environment. That's the reason. So I have just asked everyone that go ahead and check inside the command prompt. And there is a possibility that environment is not added. Then manually you have to go to your environment variable and then you have to add it. Because that's the only issue. Apart from that, no one is going to face, believe me, any other issues with respect to this setup. And this is just one time for the very first time. Yeah. So hope we are able to make our Jupyter notebook up and running inside this one. Now another kind of a file, a Pythonic file you can create over here. So just right click, new file, and here I'm going to write test2 dot py, dot only py. And here, so again, you will be able to write a code. Yeah, again, you will be able to write a code. So for example, I'm writing print, uh, my name is Sudhanshu Kumar. Yeah. So this is again another file where where I will be able to write the code, and I will be able to execute even this particular one .py file. So this is the another extension .py. Majority of times you will be able to see me, or you will be able to find out that I'm creating .py file in terms of creating a project, in terms of creating the full-fledged application, so which you can push it into a production system. I will not be pushing a Jupyter notebook, by the way. Yeah, like I said, it's good to, like, break down the code into a line by line steps, and execute it and like see the explanation, but not good for like modular coding. Yep, that's the reason. So I keep on saying it's for a beginner. So as a beginner, we can use it. But yeah, there is also a provision where you can try to productionize the entire Jupyter notebook in a Databricks, for example. So they provide you a Jupyter notebook. You can try to productionize the entire Jupyter notebook. That is also possible. So I'm not denying even that possibility. Okay. So here, if I have to execute .py file, simple right click, and then I can try to execute or run in Python, the option that you will be able to see. Otherwise, you will be able to see, where is my dot? Yeah. So otherwise, you will be able to see even this option. So you have to like click, right? As you can see my arrow marks. So you can try to click over here, and then you will be able to use this option. As simple as that. Let me remove my arrow. Yeah. So just follow my mouse pointer. So here, click and then run Python file. So once you are going to call click run Python file, whatever I have written over here, I'm able to see it, right, in my output. My name is Anshu Kumar. This is something which I have written, and yeah, same thing I'm able to print it. So both of my like a way of executing a code is working. My IPON file, my Jupyter file is working, and my .py file is also working. Both of this in my local system. Fine, guys. Everyone, are we able to execute it? Both the files. It means we are able to do a system setup. Hmm. Show me .py file. It's nothing, by the way. So right click, new file, test2 extension. Just give a extension. Just a matter of extension, by the way. So .py file, right? And now here I'll write something that this is my second Gen AI class. Yeah, Control S, save it. And then I have to execute this entire file. So I'll go here, follow my mouse cursor. So I'll go here, run Python file. Yeah, run Python file. And I will be able to see the output. Simple. Nothing, it's nothing actually. Yeah. So both the mode is ready in my local system. Now, so this is not the only option which is available to me, by the way. So I have other options which is available to me. For example, I can go to Google once again, and I can try to search for Colab, Google Google Colab. So basically, Google Colab is a notebook kind of a structure which you will be able to get from a Google itself. Yeah, Google itself. Let me ping you this one inside your chat. So yeah, I have already pinged you. So here you can come and you can try to create a notebook. Only notebook, not IPY, not py file, basically only a Jupyter notebook you will be able to create over here. So let's suppose if I'm going to click on new notebook, fine, new notebook. So again, if you are using this one, then there is almost no load on your system, because everything will be like executed inside a browser, right? Everything will be executed inside the browser. So even over here, you can do 1+1, and then you can try to execute it. Now, once you will try to hit execute, it will show you like a dot, dot, dot here. Just follow my mouse cursor, the red dot, right? So it is going to allocate our resources. So it is going to provide you a shared resource. By the way, you will be able to see those resources over here, that it has provided you 12.7 GB of a RAM and then 107 GB of a hard disk. A shared one, by the way, not a dedicated one. So they are providing you, and you will be able to write a code. You will be able to execute a code even over here inside a Google Colab. You can even download this code, right? So you can try to download this code as a Jupyter notebook file, IPYNB file, and then you can try to open up in any other places in your VS Code. Again, so many beginners, right? Many beginners. So let's suppose we have created a file, and let's suppose I'm going to download this file, IP-only file. So this is something which I have downloaded, where I have 1+1, right? So many people initially I have seen that they will try to open up this file directly. For example, if you are going to open up this file, where is my open option? Yeah. So if I'm going, not in here. So let me open up this file inside a text or something. Choose another app. So many people, by default, they will try to open up their file inside a notebook kind of a structure, right? And when you try to open up a file, IP-only file especially, into a notebook kind of a structure, it will show you some format like this. And people say that I'm not able to open up the file. Yes, you will not be able to open up the file. You will not be able to see the content if you are not opening up your IPYNB file in a IPYNB compatible environment. As simple as that. If you're going to open it up into some notebook, it is going to show you those kind of a result, a kind of a JSON format. It is going to show it to you, yeah, which you will not be able to understand. So this is the issue, a common issue which some of you are going to face initially couple of times, but after that you will be able to understand that, okay, fine, this is not an issue actually. I have to open up into a VS Code or a place, a reader where it will be able to understand this file extension. .py file you can open up into a Jupyter notebook, sorry, .py file you can open it up into a text editor. That's completely fine. It is not going to change. But yeah, there is a issue you are going to face with respect to IPYNB if you are beginner. A simple step is open it up into a VS Code, not into a text editor. Yes. It is asking for a Python interpreter. Some Sumsri is saying. So yeah, click and then select the Python interpreter. It will show you the drop down, right? Always used a Colab generative AI work without a GPU. See, generative AI work doesn't require a GPU unless and until you're not doing a model training and then inferencing, right? It's a myth that generative AI requires like a GPU all the time, because all the time you will not, like, end up doing a fine tuning of the model. Yes. So okay, so here is a Colab, another place where you will be able to execute your code. And if you are not able to do a configuration, because here you are not supposed to do any kind of installation. By default, installation and everything is done. You don't have to go ahead with the Python installation. Just come over here and then start writing a code, and it will be able to execute your code. As simple as that. Now, like a Google Colab, so Google Colab is not just one system. I can go over here and I can try to search for a Jupyter notebook online. Yeah, just go to Google. You will be able to see a 10 other options. So where you can go and you can try to, like, good, bad, that's a different story, right? That's a different story. But you will be able to see a 10 different online options. So where you can go and you can try to, execute a code. So those options are available. Colab is one of the best one because it gives you more resources so that you can execute a bit of heavy code as well. Yeah, this is where Colab comes into a picture. You have it's from a Google itself, right? It's from a Google, so they give you a lot of options. But this is not the only option. Even in an online mode, where you don't want to do any kind of installation in your local system, we have an option. We have lot many options even in a online mode, and that too free. All of these are technically free to all of us, and for the infinite time they are not going to charge you. Google Colab, sometime back, they have, I think 2 or 3 years back, they have released a option called as Pro option, Google Colab Pro, there where they were charging like a $10 per month. But I don't think that they have like that option even now, because in India I'm not able to see it, and even back then when I have checked, so it was available in USA and some other regions, but not in India, where they were giving you like a more resources. More resources means this one, this RAM and hard disk. They were giving you more resources, and but I don't know whether they are giving it now or not. I haven't checked. Yeah. Kaggle notebook, yes, there are tens of other places. There are so many other places. At the end of the day, I have to write my code. I have to build my project. That's it. So doesn't matter whether I'm doing it here or somewhere else. A baseline is completion of the task is something which matters. In future, do we need a TPU on Colab? No, not like a TPU on Colab. Yeah. Okay, so using a cursor ID for everything, I hope it's fine. Okay, coming to that point as well. So fine, guys. So VS Code setup in local, we are able to do it, right? And then Google Colab. Now, so in a VS Code and inside a Google Colab, you will have to go and write a code. And then there is an extension you can try to install uh, where it will help you out in terms of code completion. And we are living in a world of AI, right? A era of core AI, and we are trying to learn generative AI. So technically, we are even trying to learn a AI itself, right? So obviously, if we are not going to use an AI while learning, right, while learning or while building a project, so I think then what is the use of learning an AI, right? What is the use of learning an AI? So obviously we have to build bigger. See, AI is going to help you out always in terms of building up bigger things, right? Bigger things. So obviously we all have to use. I believe my yeah. So I'm visible. So basically, we have to use a AI even in a day-to-day basis while building a things, right? While building a things, and this is where vibe coding comes into a picture. So where you are not supposed to write many line of a code, a system will do it with the help of prompt. We all know that, right? That okay, I can give a command and then ChatGPT will be able to write like a code for me. I believe we all have tried that part. ChatGPT or maybe like a Cloud or maybe Perplexity or Gemini. There are tons of other platform, and we have a EURI. So guys, have you tried EURI yesterday? Yeah. And how was your experience, by the way? Those who are new, those who are old, I know like they're comfortable with EURI. But have you tried EURI? Yeah. So maybe after 1 year, Perplexity has given a free access to all the Airtel user in India, right? Maybe after 1 year, they are going to charge you, but this will be available with a Euron Plus subscription or your course subscription. Failing? I don't think so. It's going to fail. So upload option was failing. No, maybe only for one people. Maybe you can try now. It should not fail. Yeah, obviously you can't upload like we have put up some of the limit over there. So if your file size is very, very big, GB of TVO file, then it will not work. Yeah. Are we wrapping for today? Not at all. One more hour to go with my lecture and then doubt clearing. Image gen is not working. Image gen will work if you will select the image option. In the bottom image options, you have to select it. Again, for a web search, real-time web search, you have to select the web search option. But yeah, I would love to hear your feedback and thoughts on that one. Yeah, not able to upload the small file, then we'll check. So we'll check the option. But yes, it should work. It's one of the stable system that we have, and it should work all the time, day and night, 24 by 7. And if we are facing any issues, obviously every system will be having some minor issues. We'll try to fix it in no time. Working, not working file size 20 MB, please fix. We'll see how much. I think 5 MB team has allowed. Maybe we can increase the limit. Yeah, I was able to upload the images. It will work, guys. Anyhow, it will work. Yeah, fine. So what I was trying to say is that we are living in an era of, we are living in an age of AI. So obviously, even while doing a coding, we have to use a AI. Now this is where a vibe coding comes into a picture. I believe some of you must have heard about a vibe coding. Those who are not aware about a vibe coding, let's do it and let's test it. So see, vibe coding simply means that you will write some prompt. Maybe I have to build a small project, right? Maybe I'll show you. I'll show you now itself. So maybe I have to build a small project, and I want an assistance from a system, from a AI, that okay, let's build a small project from me, from the scratch, right? Maybe for a UI, for a front end, back end, all those things. Maybe I have an existing project, right? I have some project on a GitHub, and or maybe somewhere in my local, and I want a AI to explain me that project, or like create a README file, create a complete project documentation, maybe a PRD, maybe HLD, maybe LLD for me, right? So now at least we are living in an era where AI will be able to do some of these tasks easily. Yeah, some of these tasks easily. Now you must be having a curiosity, or you must be having question in your mind that okay, so if AI is able to write all the code, then do we need a developer? Do we need a people? Yes, we do need, even after hundreds of years. And believe me, doesn't matter what people are saying, but yeah, so you can go and talk to those people who are actually building. I have seen on a social media, people are talking a lot about these things, but when I check their background, and when I check like what they have built so far, I was not able to find out for majority of people. And those who are building, they are busy with building, so they are not saying anything on social media. So all those buzz has been created by a majority of the people. I'm not saying everyone is fake, but yeah, the majority of the people who have not built even a single thing, they just have only one skill, and that skill is to speak something in a polished way so that people will believe. And this is the reality of the social media, and it's nothing new, right? We are not kid. We all understand that part. But yeah, believe me, developer will be required, architect will be required, solution designer will be required even after hundreds of years. Because if you will see the last 3 decades, right, last 1990s, then 2000, then after 2010, and it's like almost the fourth decade we are into, right? We are into 2025, so almost into a fourth decade, since the IT revolution, a major IT revolution. There was IT even in it, but yeah, it was very less. It was in a very initial stage. So we are almost in a fourth decade, and you must have seen, or if you will go and do a Google search, or maybe you must have seen in the movies, that things are evolving, right? So the things that we are able to use it easily nowadays, just example like mobile phone, it was people was not able to even able to imagine it in 1990s, right? We were literally we are basically 90s born, right? So we were literally had to go to a PCO booth, and then from there we have to give a call. And it's not like even landline was common in all the household. At least in my house there was no landline, so we had to go to a PCO, and then from there we have to give a call to someone, and per minute we have to pay like a heavy amount. So we were able to talk only for 1 or 2 minutes, that how are you, and then like people say I'm good, and then it's done. So things has evolved a lot, right? Things has evolved a lot. And similarly, we have ended up generating a new problem, whether it's an environmental problem, or whether it's a problem in a society, or whether we are planning to establish a colonies on a Mars, or maybe on a moon. So our problem has even changed a lot, right? A lot. And even we are able to do a lot of evolution. So it's not like and this is something that is been done by a human. And see, AI, right? So AI always works based on the thought I'm going to give till certain extent. It will not be able to think that okay, fine, this is required, that is required, let's do this, let's do that, in majority of the cases. And even going forward, so as we will keep on evolving, we will keep on generating a new problem. So in one single shot, AI will not be able to solve it. That's the first part. Second part is that you will not be able to build a AI, right? You will never be able to build a AI, basically, which can develop a end-to-end system with every kind of a security, every kind of a feature, every kind of facilities that we are looking for. The reason is very simple. AI just understands a pattern. Whatever pattern it has learned with the data that we fed into the AI system, it is able to generate, right? It is able to generate. That's the reason. So we say it's a generative AI. It generates, right? But generates based on what? Whatever pattern that we have fed. Yeah, whatever. Yes, till certain extent it will be able to understand even a new pattern, but on an accuracy side we have a doubt. So again, same goes with the vibe coding, that with the vibe coding, because we are using it, my entire team is using it, so obviously it is able to enhance our capabilities. Even like when we were writing a code before AI era, 2.5 year back, so it's not like we were not building a system. We were building a system. A lot of system we have built. And even at that point of a time, it's not like we were writing a code from the scratch. No, we were reusing our own code bases. We were like looking into someone's GitHub repository. We were looking into a Stack Overflow, and we were writing a code. We were developing a system. Now, the only matter of fact is that I have a smart, intelligent basically assistant I'm able to get with the help of AI, right? Which is going to obviously like enhance my frequency, I would say, and which is going to give me additional power, additional capabilities. Where instead of 10 developer, maybe if you are one very, very good developer, very good one, again, very good one, not a average one. So very good developer, yes, instead of 10 people, you alone you will be able to build some product. Yeah, and not a complete product, I would say, which can go for the scale and which can do everything. But yeah, at least till MVPs, it's very, very easy now. And this is what we have seen in last 3 decades, right? Things are becoming easier. So I have given the example of mobile phone and connectivity, right? So yeah, connectivity was difficult. Now it's very easy. Similarly, writing a code was difficult. Now it's getting easier, easier, and easier, right? But yeah, we are falling into a new problem statements as well. So basically, here we have a IDE. I hope all of you are able to understand the context of a AI, what I'm talking about. So here, in terms of AI, so I can try to use something called as vibe coding. And there are multiple tools which is available in a market now. One of the famous one is Cursor. I'm not promoting Cursor by the way, but yeah. So Cursor. Just try to search for a Cursor. One of even recently Google has announced Google like yeah, Google Firebox, I think. I'm not able Fire, no, not Firecrawl, Firefox. Google have announced. Not able to recall the exact name, but yes, in from a Google you will be able to find out. But yeah, Cursor is Firebase. Yes, got it. There is Firecrawl, there is a Firebase. Yeah, it's a Firebase basically. Here you will be able to find out a Cursor, one of the most popular one. The second most popular which I see in a market is called as Windsurf, 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 which is a direct competitor of this one. Now both of these guys have done what? So the VS Code that you have installed today, right? A VS Code, on top of it, they have built their own wrapper. They have built their own agents basically. They have attached a AI models, for example, a GPT model, Gemini model, Cloud model, Cloud Sonnet they have applied over there, so that just with the help of your command, it will be able to generate a code for you, which I'll show you right now. Yeah, which I'll show you right now. Plus, Cursor is giving you, even Windsurf is giving you some free tier, so you can do a experimentation. So do a very simple thing, guys. Download. Yeah, download for Windows. If I'm using a Windows machine, if you're using a Mac machine, it is going to give you an option for a Mac as well as for a Linux. So it's available for all the machines. So just download it, and again, installation is very quick. I have already opened up my Cursor. Let me close it. Yeah. So just execute. So Cursor is already available in my system, by the way. Yeah. Accept the agreement. Next, 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 and done. Let me ping you the link, by the way, guys, for a Cursor. So this is a Cursor. Open up, download, and install. Now this Cursor is going to help you out directly without even like asking EURI or ChatGPT or Gemini. This Cursor is going to help you out directly to write a code in terms of vibe coding. These are paid ones. Everyone is a paid one. They are giving you some free tiers basically. A company laptop will not allow. Yes. So if you are using company laptop, so you have to ask for a permission from your admin. I'm not saying that it's for everyone, those who are blocked basically, because majority of the company gives you a laptop and they block the additional installation. And if you're looking for some additional installation, you have to go with the admin permission. So you should go and ask your admin if you would like to use it. Otherwise, use the existing one. Fine, guys. Yes. Okay. So GitHub Copilot, there are so many options nowadays. Again, for a Cursor and Windsurf, right? So there are like 10 other options which is available. But again, products are if half cooked or half baked. So in that case, you will feel frustrated in terms of using it, right? We'll use another LAPI then. Yes, yeah. Because otherwise you can go and check with your admin. Majority of times your admin will allow, so they won't be having any kind of a issue because you are not installing anything suspicious. It's a ID, just an additional IDE. Yeah. Colab could be used. You can use anything that you want, but yeah, so you like depends upon your convenience. My personal choice I'm talking about over here. Your personal choice could be different, but yeah, try this out. Maybe your personal choice will change. Simple. Yeah. Now, so cursor, download it, install it, just like a VS Code, a no hustle kind of a system again. So where you will not find any issues. Now, again, open up CURSOR, search for the cursor. So maybe in your Mac system or Linux or maybe into your Windows, search for the cursor. Now I'll show you a Vive coding, a flavor of Vive coding. We'll do a lot. It's just my first class, right? Technical class we are going through. So you will be able to find out. Let me close my existing like a project. So and let me open up a fresh folder over here. So you will be able to find out this interface, which is similar to the VS Code that you have installed, because technically cursor is a VS Code, right? VS Code, like I said, it's an open source project by Microsoft and many people. So even if you have seen in my previous company, so we have created a lab, a complete lab. So where you don't have to do any kind of installation in a local machine, you just have to click, lab will spin, and then you will be able to write a full-fledged code. I'm not saying that just like a Jupyter notebook kind of, no, full scale code, the way you are writing it over here. So even we have done the same thing back then. I think 2.5 years back, I have built that project and I have launched it in my previous company, and people have literally loved it, right? Literally, they have loved it. I don't know, Neurolab, exactly. So people who are coming from the past, they remember that, right? So we have built it. So we have even modified the VS Code, because VS Code is an open source project. So everyone, even Windsurf, right? The another one which I told you. So even if you will go through a Windsurf is doing the same thing. Like they are modifying the same VS Code, right? So no one go and build like a things from the scratch. They just like use the VS Code, and then obviously a lot of agents, a lot of wrapper, they have built it on their own. That's the reason it's working in that way, right? Okay, so here open up a cursor, guys. Now I'll go to file, same as VS Code, right? Open folder, and then let's suppose I'm going to create a test VIB, test Vive. Yeah, so let's do a test Vive coding. So created a test Vive folder, select a folder, and as of now there is nothing, right? There is nothing in this one. And on your right hand side, yeah, on your right hand side you will be able to see, let me show you that. So on your right hand side, you will be able to see this new chat option. If you're not able to see it, click this panel. Just follow my mouse cursor, red dot. Yeah, red dot. It's easy peasy kind of a thing. So click. So you will be able to see a new chat option. Yeah, new chat option. And here, so you will be able to see a agent, ask, background, all those things. Here, you will be able to see all the models. If you are going to click on auto, by default, I believe when you install, it will be on auto by default. Yeah, auto means model selection, it will do automatically. If you are going to like hide it, then it will show you the model it is using. So it is using basically Cloud Sonnet 3.5 O3 Gemini GP this, and you can add your own model as well. For example, they are, let's suppose they are charging you, right? Obviously after certain limit they are going to charge you, right? They are going to ask for $20, and maybe like their max plan is I think for $100, I believe. So here you can try to add even EURI API key, but yeah, EURI API key we are giving you 1 lakh per day. So it will be exhausted very soon. Within 5-10 minutes, it will be exhausted if you are generating a code. But there is a possibility that you can even give an access. So technically, see, this is the IDE. It will be having a AI model access, right? So as you can see, it is having a Cloud Cloud 4 Sonnet, 3.5 Sonnet, O3 Gemini, GPT 4.140. Now, if you will go and check, right? If you will go and check Euron, so even inside a Euron, inside a EURI, you have those model access, right? And for the same model, we have given you API. So see, 4.0 mini 4.1, you have an access actually, right? You have an access, and even inside the API, if you will go and check, so we have given you those access. So available models, let me go to introduction and then OpenAI. These model access you have with the API, right? So it is possible, and cursor is giving you an option where you can try to attach your own model, maybe an open source model which you are running in a local, or maybe you are running on a cloud. So it is possible to attach like a EURI API over here, so that you don't have to go and give like a $20, by the way. Yeah. But again, 1 lakh is a daily limit that we have given to you. So it will not be like possible to build an entire project out of it, because API comes with the cost, and we are giving you 365 lakh for an entire year, right? Because whatever you buy from Euron, you are having like a 365 days of access. So it's a 365 lakh. So it is already costing us a bomb, right? We are planning to bring some like a plan. I don't know whether I will launch that or not, where on pay per use basis, if someone is looking for additional API, they can go ahead and like use it. But yeah, I'm just thinking on that, like a pricing model basically, because I don't want to, go high on my course prices. So you're on plus prices basically. So that's the reason. And API is technically giving us a lot of cost. So here, right, this is basically a chat prompt or chat window. So where you can write something, and it is going to take a help of those AI model that you see in the market, right? That you see in a market, that you see inside the URI. Because at the end of the day, this is the browser. This needs an access of the model, and cursor never ever they have trained or released their own model. They are using all the model from outside. Same goes with the windsurf. They have not created their own model, and same goes with even Euron. We have never created, we never claimed that we have fine tuned or we have created any model. No, we are giving you access of those world class model. This is what we say. Yeah, this is what we say. So those companies won't restrict you, sir. Which company? No, we are paying, right? Obviously, which company is going to restrict me? Because proprietary model wise, I'm using a OpenAI model. I'm paying for that, right? We are paying for API basically. So why they will like restrict me? And then like whatever model which is a open source model. So we have hosted it on our platform, on our GPUs, right? We are doing inferencing from there. So who will restrict me? And what is the reason behind that? Nothing, right? Yep. Okay, so now, right? Now, let's talk about this cursor. So basically, like I said, so this cursor is again a VS Code that you have already installed. Install now, new update. Fine. And it is going to help you out in terms of doing a vibe coding. So let's do one vibe coding. So let's suppose I'm like a person who is not aware about a coding at all. Means literally I'm zero. I'm absolute zero in coding. I don't understand coding, right? And still I will be able to build not a big one, I would say, but a very, very small project. Yeah. So any idea, guys, you can give? So what kind of a project? A small one. Just give me the small idea. A random one. I'll show you the power of vibe coding, by the way. Calculator is like everyone does that. I can even ask Yuri and it will be done. React app, to do app, okay. Email generation, stopwatch, TikTok. TikTok is also like it's a small game. Give me something unique, something unique. Neural language to SQL. That is also like a very easy Facebook app. Yeah, UI wise is medical chatbot again. Stock price prediction, scam email, travel planner application. Okay, people now they are giving like diet plan, face recognition, Euron platform. No, Euron platform it will not. Like see the very big one, it will not be able to generate anyhow, right? Price. Freelancing website, okay. Train booking system, okay. I'm looking for some interesting like because one I'll pick. Pomodoro app, okay. Stock prediction blog, how to convert language, train booking system, ATM hacking, okay. Okay. Cursor AI platform, convert image to PDF to validate data into Excel sheet, quiz app, RIP audio to text, blog, IPL match, ticket booking. Okay, let's build IPL match ticket booking. Yeah, let's shall we do it or shall we say take something else? SSC exam. Okay, so basically here I'm completely blank. I'm going after your suggestion. So whatever suggestion that you have given, Insta Boost poster, weather prediction, ticket booking system, team meeting summarizer. Okay. No, I would like to like build something with the UI and backend both. Yeah, document version converter we can practically test also. Yeah, practically we can test everything by the way. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's try to like build one project. You can build on your own thoughts, right? But let me and let's imagine that I'm not going to write even a single line of a code here, not even a single line of a code. Even if it is going to give me an error, I'll just try to ask an IDE to solve that error and do the iterations for me and build a best project for me. Yeah. So I am planning to build or one more approach which I used to follow, right? So the approach which I used to follow is that let's suppose I'm going to EURI. Yeah, I'm going to EURI. I have selected maybe any model, maybe even Gemini. I can try to select Gemini 2.5 Pro. So I am planning to planning to build a IPL ticket booking system. Write all the basic initial features for me, and along with this give me a complete system design and its relevant component for me, and use a tech stack mon, or maybe I'll say like a Python for backend and then use any for front end. Okay, so basically, I've written something, right? So just a rough note I have written, and just I'm asking a Gemini 2.5 Pro that okay, so just give me a rough idea and give me all the features around this entire things. This is what I have asked, and let's see. So Gemini Pro should give me some idea, and I will be using that idea. Yeah, so it has started giving me, as you can see, like some ideas with respect to my MVPs that okay, you should have this feature, that feature. And like I said, let's imagine that I'm new, right? I'm completely new to a system which I'm trying to build, and I literally have no idea that what kind of a feature I should do, what feature I should not do. And people have given me many like options, right? Many options, many platforms to build. So first of all will be the ideation phase. So where I would like to understand that if I'm trying to build, and this is how every project moves. If I'll talk about the POC and MVPs, that okay, so I'll try to do an investigation. Now investigation is pretty much easy now, right? So previously we do like a lot of like a competitor comparison as well, that how their platform looks like, what they're providing, what they are not providing. But now we have a AI, and even inside a AI itself, we can do those comparisons. So I've just asked that, okay, fine. So I'm trying to build an IPL ticket booking system. Now for this MVPs, they give me something. So a user-facing feature will be match listing and filtering, interactive stadium seat map, seat selection and booking, booking time, user authentication, secure payment, e-ticket generation, notification, right? Admin facing. So there will be a user facing, admin facing, from where you will be able to control everything. So this should be the feature initially I should give inside the admin facing. This is the system design architecture. So there will be an entry point web browser, there will be entry point from mobile app, and maybe a API through API. All will go inside a CDN, so which will distribute my entire traffic. Basically, it will go inside the API gateway, and then there will be a multiple service I can create. So user service, match service, booking service, payment service, notification service, right? And everyone is going to hit eventually a SQL. Now, I understand these things, by the way. I understand this terminology, but maybe many of us won't understand, right? Won't understand. That's again fine, right? That's again fine. So here, right? So here it has given me a skeleton. Now, what I do, right, in terms of doing a vibe coding, I'll just copy the user interfacing part. Let's not build the admin part as of now. I'll just copy it. I'll just paste it here. It has generated the complete plan. Copy and paste. I don't know what I'm pasting, by the way. I have just copy and pasted. Let me keep it in auto mode. Yeah. Copy and pasted. Now click. And now see the magic. A vibe coding. Simple. So go to AI, generate the entire plan. Again, if you think that something is missing, reprompt it and ask the correct question that, okay, fine, so do this, do that for me. Maybe this is missing, and it will start doing it. Now, once your plan is ready, once you know that what you have to create on a user side, on an admin side, and operation side, everything, right? Once your plan is ready, and just in one prompt, right? Just in my very first prompt, I have not even done the second prompt. Simple. I have not even done the second prompt. Maybe a second, third. I can refine a lot, right? Same thing. I will be able to refine the lot. So go to EURI, give your prompt, and check. Now, as you can see, it has started creating a project for me. I can even tell this that okay, use this technology stack, and it will be using only that technology stack. And it is using basically like a MERN stack, right? And most of us don't even understand. Please show the prompt in EURI. Which prompt? Go ahead and give your own prompt, right? I think, why do you need my prompt? Simple. I have given some rough prompt with a lot of spelling mistake and lines and like I don't know about the grammar, so there must be a lot of grammatical mistake. We have AI, so it is able to understand everything and then like it is able to do it. I can even share this entire page with you. Let me share this entire same page, right? You can like check this out. This EURI page. So inside a EURI we have a share option. So I don't have to copy paste it. You can see it in the exact same manner, the manner I'm able to see it inside EURI. Okay, so let's go back to the cursor. It's working for me. It's like writing a code, a lot of code it is trying to write. So it will take time, maybe like a 15-20 minute of time. Sometime it takes even for a small project, I would say. Sometime for me, from my personal experience, so it takes even an hour, maybe sometime 2 hour of time because it will give you a bug. Maybe it has created something which you don't want. So you have to like go ahead and you have to like write a prompt again. You have to do a lot of iterations. Sometime you have to go into a code and say that, okay, fine, change this line. And this is where developer is required. And I'm talking about just this kind of a small project, right? See, I'm trying to show you a vibe coding so that you will be able to understand that what AI can do and then what will be my responsibility. So it's not like AI will be able to do everything. So if I'll be having a bug, obviously I have to understand the code. So yesterday someone was asking me a question that we are into a generative AI era, right? So do we need to learn like a statistics and machine learning algorithms, those probabilistic based model? My answer will be always yes, even after 10 years, that you should. Whatever we are able to build today, whether it's a spaceship or whether it's like anything, rocket, it's on a basic principle, right? And you have to even computer. So because of that, computer exists. So you and anyone who is starting, obviously you have to learn. Otherwise, you will not be able to build. What is the main difference between Copilot and Cursor? Technically, like Cursor is a full scale agentic based system. So where they invoke a lot of agent, they try to maintain a lot of context. They can understand the long term memory, and they have given you this clouded sonnet access, which is one of the model which like generates a huge amount of the code in one single prompt. Means context length is bigger. Basically, that's the difference. Human will be tested, AI will be delivered on lighter note. No, not like that. I don't agree with that statement. How we have integrated cursor with VS? No, cursor has given you the ID. So we have not integrated it. We have just downloaded the cursor from cursor.com. You were saying try the prompt in VS Copilot, asking for Copilot login. Okay, so then login. UI is same, yeah, because they have used like even for windsurf, if you are going to use a windsurf, right, UI is going to be same. Even this Firebase, if you are going to use, so okay, let's this AI generate my code. I'll keep it in my different screen and let me talk about, because that will take time. Like I said, 15-20 minute time. If I would have given a calculator app kind of application, it would have done that by now in 30 seconds. But yeah, so I have given some complex application, so it will take some time. Still, it's working for me. It's generating a code. There is something called as Firebase. So even they have used this VS Code, but yeah, in a browser. So recently means I think 3-4 week back, right? Uh, so Google had released this like a Firebase Studio, which works inside a browser. And if you will see the interface, it's a VS Code interface itself. So you can go to Firebase and you can try this out, and you can like give a prompt, and from the prompt it will start generating. For example, build a modern calculator app for me with an amazing UI interface, a colorful one with a theme of Netflix. Fine, it will also work. I can select a technology from here. So, like I said, Google Firebase Studio, and basically it's you can invoke it inside a browser itself. So there is no installation, no download is required. It's working. And here is my cursor. See how hard it is working for me. Very hard, right? Writing a lot of code for me. My cursor is still working. It is creating like a one by one everything. And again, so Firebase Studio. So just imagine where we have like a moved now. And I'm just trying to show you that flavor, that where we have moved now. And just imagine if I'm going to open up one single file, right? If I'm going to open up one single file, you will be amazed that, okay, if I'm going to ask some human being to write the same thing, right? The basic one, the template one, the skeleton one, you can say, how much time it will take. And for AI, see, yeah. So my AI assistant is working and I don't even understand the code. You are really a hard coder with prompt. Yeah, anyone can become now. So see, it was never about a coding, I would say. See, it was even like a 5 year back, 10 year back, right? It was always about a product, the mindset and the business use cases, the user problem you were able to solve. As simple as that. So it was relevant 5 year, 10 year, or 20 year back, and it is relevant even now. Tech was just a substitute, tech was just a bridge which was trying to give a user and a business a lot of convenient. This is where only tech comes into a picture. But it was always about the idea, a thought process, and a problem. And people who will be able to like generate idea, they will be able to solve a new problem of a modern age. Believe me, they will always be relevant. They will always be relevant means literally they will always be relevant. But still we have a coding interview. Yeah, but I think almost all the big companies, right? Even Meta, if you'll go and check the news, so Facebook kind of a company, they are allowing you to use AI in a interview directly. So AI based this kind of a IDE, right? Because they wanted to understand your approach, your thought processing. For example, someone has asked me that generate IPL ticket booking. So obviously I have just given this prompt to my AI, and then it has given the skeleton. I will again chat. I will try to ask for the edge cases. I will try to ask for the security measures. I'll be looking for all this tool. Now, based on my experience, right? That I have seen that with the other tools. So I will be doing the same thing over there. So this is where now companies are looking for. And plus, if AI has generated a code, right? And if someone is going to ask me a question that explain me this piece of code, the selected one, right? I should be in a position to explain this one immediately. So AI is writing a code, that's completely fine, right? But if someone is going to ask me to execute and explain me this code, right? Or maybe add some feature, maybe a small feature into this one, as a developer, I'm supposed to do it. If I'm not able to do it, then there is no use of using a AI. Simple. Okay, still working. Let me check my Firebase. Okay, what happened to my Firebase Studio? It is not working. Okay, so Firebase Studio is taking a lot of time. So bad user experience, by the way. And my cursor is like working very hard. So good user experience. Files are automatically created. Yeah, I can just ask a question that, okay, fine. So try to do a modular, keep it modular, and like keep all the files separate. It will be created automatically, even for the Python. Even it will be able to do a execution and it will be able to test it, by the way. So that is also possible. Please run the execution. Do I need to run the execution? Because it's showing me this flashy things, which needs to be like, sorted. Okay. So let me rename. I don't use Firebase frequently. So not frequently, I would say. I never used to create any project because like cursor is more than enough for me. And you just need one AI. So I don't know what it is trying to create, but yeah, build a modern age with an amazing UI interface. Calculator. Yeah, it will do it. Started creating my calculator, the Firebase Studio. Yeah, prototype the app. Can you ping the Firebase Studio? Yeah, I can do it. Here is the one. Yeah, so this Firebase is working and hopefully my keep all. Okay, so all is done. Okay, fine. Complete the IPL match. Okay, so now as you can see that it is able to build the entire system and core feature implemented, match listing and filtering, interactive stadium setup map, seat selection and booking, book timer, 10-minute countdown, use authentication profile, this. So all of this technical stack front end wise, it has selected Next.js, React, and TypeScript for styling for like UI. So it has selected Tailwind CSS for database, Postgres, and Prism ORM authentication wise, Next.js auth. Payment system wise, Stripe it is using. I can ask them to like integrate a PayPal, it will do it. UPI, it will do it. Like a Roser Pay, it will do it. Real time Socket IO it is using for the real time communication. Email handle wise, so Node Mailer it is using. QR code wise, QR code library. Now database schema wise, it has created already. Now sample data, it has already put the sample data, right? Now I have to do what? So I have to basically, it has given me a setup. It has basically given me a command by which I will be able to execute it. And the fun part is I have not written even a single line of a code throughout this entire things, right? Now, so set up a database. I'll just ask. So do one thing for me. Execute, execute, test and debug for me. So I'm very lazy person, by the way. I don't want to like, even execute or run one single command, not even a npm command. So I'll just ask my AI. Firebase creator calculator. Yeah, it will create. It's still creating for me. I don't know why it is taking so much of time, but yeah. स्टैंड अप भी स्टार्ट कर दो सर. अरे क्या क्या स्टार्ट करें. पहले एक स्टार्ट जो किए हैं वो चला लें. Sir, there are much of noise about the AGI. Could you please tell me about it? So its full form is artificial general intelligence. When I was trying to like understand it, right? So the only thing which I was able to understand that okay, people are trying to attach some sort of a wrapper on top of this one so that they can control it. They can put a lot of like a guardrail over there. They can give more control to a human being because there are a bunch of a group of people you can say so who are afraid that going forward, so AI should not take over a human being. So this is where this whole concept of AGI is coming into a picture for now. Maybe that definition will change in the future. Would it really impact the employment? See, this code, if you are going to ask a developer to write, so maybe you need two, three people, and you have to give at least 3 to 4 weeks of time, at least to create this boilerplate, right? I'm not saying like a full scale. Obviously, to make it full scale, to add a lot of things on top of this one, you need a real developer, right? But at least for see auth system again common everywhere. All those like elements common everywhere. Chat system common everywhere, right? So AI can do it. AI can do it easily, right? And now it is testing my things. I have just given one bad command, do one thing for me, execute, test, and debug for me. So it is like executing, running, installing. So see, npm install, it is doing installation automatically. I'm not even like trying to install this one. ये गिट पर पुश कैसे करें? नथिंग, सो सिंपल, ओपन अप योर टर्मिनल. सो सी दिस entire cursor id is your vs code. So click over here, new terminal. Now from this new terminal type git init and then create a repository, push it. I'll show you that. Just wait for like 2 minutes. It will take like a 30 second of time for me to push on a github repository. Just 30 seconds. So once will be test like code, it is like running the code and fixing the bug. As you can see, everything has been done by itself. I just wanted to see the final flavor. For using a cursor, do we need to log in? Yeah, I think after some time, right, you will end up exhausting your free quota. Then they will ask you for a login and then they will ask you for a payment as well. CI/CD pipeline, we can do everything. Just imagination is the limit. Believe me, in the age of AI, and hope all of you are able to. Those who have not seen that, right? So you will feel amazed. Believe me, you will feel amazed, and that's the reason so I'm showing you that what AI can do, so that going forward when we learn, our mindset should be very much aligned. That let's build a big thing. Do not stick ourselves towards just a small learning. Have you used a Cloud code? I mean, like it's not a Cloud code. I have used so many times. Like, yeah, it depends what application I'm looking into. You said I'm that kind of a lazy person who can't run the code even. I mean, like, I'm just behaving. I said that I'm behaving like a lazy person as of now. Yeah. So that I can show you that what AI can do. I don't want to like run my code even. So I just asked my AI that, okay, do it for me. And so I'm just trying to show you the capability of AI. So vibe coding, right? I have already mentioned. See, now it's starting the database, clearing the existing data, creating a team. It has, tested each and everything. It has basically like fixed all the bugs, because yes, there was a bug and I can see in a log that it was trying to fix all of those bugs. So I can see over here that it was trying to fix all of these bugs, and now it is starting. So starting a database seeding now. So excellent. Now let me start the development server. Okay, amazing. So now it is starting the development server for me. We recently had a scenario of a replit that had a concern of production and dev environment. So, what is your opinion? Where the company? See, this is the reason you need a developer. Blindly, whatever code it has created, you can't trust. Right? You should not expose your vulnerable part, maybe a port or any like a any credentials which may give an access to some XYZ system to enter in your system. So this is where you need a real developer. That's the reason I'm saying vibe coding is just behaving like your helper, your assistant, right? You need a real developer, a good one actually, a better than before kind of a developer you need. I think debuggers are more required. Not debuggers, even a person who can, see, I always appreciate, see, whenever we build even a real time application, right? 80% of the time, most of the time, most of the project, 80% time go in a debugging. So that's a real skill. And basically, if you're able to debug anything, it simply means that you understand the whole code base, right? Let me check the server is running using a PowerShell invoke request. Okay, so at 3000 port localhost, let me check. And see, guys, what we are able to build with the help of vibe coding. I think it looks amazing, right? Yes. 10 minutes to build, 2 hours to build. See, these are the memes, these are the things that we used to get on a social media, which we should not believe. That's the reason I keep on saying that there are so many people who try to give a gyan over a social media, and most of the people have not even tried building anything, right? Not even a simple application, and they're giving a. So it's not like a thumb rule that say once and then apply everywhere. No, not at all. Development doesn't work in that way. Yeah. So see, and if I'm going to ask that, and see, I have taken a random project, right? Random project. I went to AI. I have asked for all the requirement. I was not aware about a requirement, what I should like a build basically in as a IPL ticket booking system. So AI has given me requirement. I have just copy and pasted those requirement. Asked, waited for some time, asked it to do a debugging and testing and installation and everything, right? And finally, we are able to get something like this. And see, IPL ticket booking. And here, all these features are available to me, right? All this feature. I can book a seat, slot buys. So Mumbai Indians versus Chennai Super King. I'm able to like see it. I can apply a filter. I can search based on the teams, right? So Rajasthan Royals, Punjab Kings, and all those things. Venue wise, I can try to like select over here Mohan Bagan. Date range, I can try to filter out, right? There are some bugs, obviously. I can ask that to like show me all of these things without even highlighting in a drop down, and it will be able to do it. Yeah, it will be able to technically do it for me, right? Yeah. So this is the power of AI. Again, so sign up wise, which is very common across all the platform, right? Whatever platform you are going to create. So it is able to create the entire sign up. It will be able to attach to my DB. And then finally, I'll test it. I'll try to add. See, this is the basic feature that it has built. It's not a very advanced feature, right? In a real time when you will go, there are a lot of edge cases which comes into a picture. So as a business stakeholder, I am supposed to aware about those edge cases. Believe me, right? This is a very, 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 very still a basic one, I would say. It's not at all a advanced one. Yeah, not at all advanced one. And believe me, in a real time. So this is where a real developer, a real architect, a real people comes into a picture. And I keep on saying that although we are able to generate this, which is a boilerplate code, I still say that this is just a boilerplate code, right? Uh, Developers a good one, not a beginner one. And that's the reason so people have stopped hiring someone who say that I know this language, I know that language. No, that part is gone now, right? And if company is hiring maybe in a very near future within 6 months of time, that will be gone. So you should know that okay, how I can use 10 different tools. I understand the code, right? 10 different tools. I can build faster. I can explain faster. I can debug faster, right? I can move faster. Time has gone where you go to the company for an interview and say that I'm a person who is very good with the learning, right? I'm a quick learner. No one is going to buy that line now. Believe me, no one is going to buy that line that I'm a good learner, because our definition of learning itself has changed. The learning which was taking maybe a 1 year of time, and the same thing I will be able to learn maybe just in a month of time. Yes, yeah. So I'll keep on showing you, but yeah. So this is my example of a Vive coding, and you can use cursor, you can use Windsurf. And let me check my fire. Okay, so it has it has done something. Firebase Studio. Yeah, so it has done something like is it a modern calculator? I don't know. Like, okay, calculate a age inside. So maybe I have to give a prompt, more prompt. But yeah, so this one is is able to build each and everything for me, and it looks amazing. Looks amazing in a first place. I can try to like host it. I can try to test it. I can even ask that okay, add this feature, add that feature, and it will be able to do it. So just use a cursor, build a couple of things, right? With a cursor, break couple of things, maybe in Python or maybe in Java, maybe in C, C++, whatever language, whatever framework, whatever databases, right? That you would like to use it. And for idea generation, use AI for like just like me, like Yuri or maybe ChatGPT. Yeah. Okay. So hope all of you are enjoying this class, guys. Everyone. Yeah. If I can get some like something, some comment. Yes. So believe me, my classes are not going to be boring. That I can assure. And I will get to know a lot of things on every level. The idea generation part is amazing. Yeah, this is the place we start, by the way. See, if you're going to like give this kind of a prompt to your this one, right? Maybe it will not be able to respond back. So idea generation, and again, just a first like a hand idea. It's like we have to do a lot of iterations, a lot of edge cases. Sir, we learn GenAI or use this tool. We learn actually GenAI. So This tool is just like a helper. Like I said, even before this, we had a GitHub repository, a lot of GitHub repository, and even before that, we had a Stack Overflow, right, where we code and then we go to check, go and check. Sir, after 2 hour, give a break. You can take a break. It's fine. I'll do a doubt clearing in between. A great learning and giving a taste of the power of AI. Yeah, this is just a day one, I would say. Yesterday was day zero, so long way to go. Long way to go. You are going to spend a lot of time with me, so obviously you will see a lot of things, and even I will learn a lot of things from you guys. Can we use cloud? I'll use everything. Don't worry. So just a matter of time. As we'll progress, I'll use everything. Means at the end of the day, we have to create a full scale application. So we'll do it. So fine, guys. Hope we are good with respect to our local system setup. So we are able to do a local system setup. We also know that, okay, on a cloud, so Google Colab, we can write a code. We also know that we can do a Vive coding with a cursor, with the windsurf, or maybe with the Firebase Studio. And I have already shown you the flavor of Vive coding, what technically or what actually Vive coding is. Just one application I have shown it to you. So I believe we are good for today's class, and topic wise, we are able to cover only this part, only part number one. So major framework intro, EURI API use. Now, once our system setup is ready, right, then only I can show you how we can use a EURI API or other major framework. For example, a Llama index, a LangChain, a AutoGen, a N8N, because sample integration we have given to you, but I have to show you a small use cases and applications so that you will be able to understand that what is the actual meaning of an agent. When I say agents, right, what is the meaning of it? We'll create it and then we'll understand what is the meaning of a tool, what is the meaning of a memory system, what is the meaning of RAG, all of these things. So in my upcoming class, this is going to be the agenda. The first one I'm going to cover is a EURI API ecosystem, that how you can use a EURI API, by the way. And then I will be covering a major framework introduction. And that frameworks are basically these framework: LangChain, Crew AI, AutoGen, Llama Index, LangGraph. So I'll give you intro first, because if you will go through a syllabus, everything we have to discuss in detail. Detail means literally like a lot of details we have to discuss. So intro first, and then we will, so once my intro will be done, let me go to a syllabus once again. So now let me tell you where we are. So basically we are here even now, right? Even now we have not even covered this one. We are trying to cover this particular portion, and we are yet to cover this particular portion as well, right? So maybe it will take next Saturday class for me to cover this particular portion. Then I'll gradually move into this one, and the next one, the next one. Give me some homework. I will not give you homework now. Homework will come when I'll start discussing a framework. Yeah, as of now, it's fine. Just chill, enjoy. Don't take much of pressure. Don't get afraid of AI. It's fine. Enjoy your life. Regarding Python basic, how many lecture we should see? So we have already uploaded. Try to go till at least oops programming concept. I think till oops I have uploaded, right? Okay, only till oops means 31st lecture. Yeah, just try to cover till that part. I want to build a portfolio page using a Vibe code. Yeah, you can do it now itself within like next 5 minutes. Next weekend we have a Raksha Bandhan. Yeah, we do have a Raksha Bandhan, but I am not going to give a leave to any one of you basically for a Raksha Bandhan. Because I think like we can manage, right? So we can, because even my sister will be here. So I already told them that please try to come here after 1 o'clock so that my class will be over. And I think we have a time till 2 o'clock, Muhurat Bais. So till 2 o'clock you can like celebrate Raksha Bandhan as per the calendar. So we are not canceling the class. We have a class. When course will complete? Course 3 4 month. From today's class, I felt that should I not waste my time learning a language nowadays? Yeah, see, learn fast. This is something which has changed last 2.5 years, right? Learn fast. You should not estimate that I will learn in 1 year or 6 months and then I'll do this. Then no, that time has literally gone. Things have literally changed. So you have to adopt the modernization. You have to adopt a new things, right? And because once you will start moving fast, right? You will realize that okay, we have to build a lot, right? We have to build a lot. There are a lot of ideas, there are a lot of thoughts you will be able to get. But yeah, if you'll move slow, obviously it will take time. Yeah, so let me close each and everything, guys, now. So those who is not having a doubt, I'm done with my today's class, by the way. Yeah, so those who is not having any kind of a doubt, they can drop off. Those who have any kind of a question for me, those who would like to discuss anything with me, so let me lower all the hands. You can raise your hand, so you will be able to see a raise hand option. So raise your hand. I think we have done that drill yesterday, so we are going to follow the same drill today. One by one, I'm going to unmute and then ask the question. I'll try to answer. Yeah, so fine, go ahead with the Arman. First Arman, then Ganesh, then Sai, then Jubair, then Ramesh, then Somesh, and then Anil. Yeah, go ahead, please. One by one.
Hello, sir. I'm on
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
side.
hi Arman. Yeah, go ahead, please.
I'm audible.
Yeah, you are audible. Yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir. Now, in the course, you said at one point we have to learn statistics, deep learning, and machine learning. So, by
Mm-hmm.
taking this Gen AI course, at the what time will be requiring that we have to learn all this ML concepts?
See, timing, I think, see, I can give you a rough estimation, but at the end of the day, it's your time, so you have to spend.
No, sir. Like at which particular point of time we have to learn that
In
concept?
for this course,
Yeah, by taking
um,
this course,
uh,
ML.
it's not required actually.
Okay, sir. And
as
second.
per as per this course syllabus, it's not required, right? But yeah, so let's suppose if you would like to like understand the entire data science stack with a generative AI, right? Then obviously like MLDL, so starting from like Python, then stats, then machine learning, then deep learning, then computer vision, then NLP. So you have to follow that sequence. Now that will give you a complete 100% understanding, a practical knowledge, theoretical knowledge, algorithmic knowledge, mathematical knowledge about the entire data science stack. So you can go in that way. But
Okay,
for
and
this one, it's not required. For this one, machine learning is not a prerequisite. Deep learning is not a prerequisite. NLP is not a prerequisite. I have just kept only one prerequisite, and that is basic of Python for this one.
okay, sir. My next question is like, as you said, you are coming from different backgrounds, and at a particular point, you require to learn different tech stacks. So, what was your approach? Like, for example, you are new to any technology, you don't know anything about that. So, how would you start from that
See,
in
I'm
this
a
age of AI?
See, not an age of SE. It's my habit, I would say, since a childhood, right? I was not a kind of a student who will go to school and like go to college and then take a note of it and then obey each and everything which teacher used to say. I was a kind of a student that if a school has prescribed NCRT, there was a like a books published by Bharati Bhavan and student friends. I used to read those books. So I was kind of a like a explorer and self learner since beginning. I was not a very disciplined student in terms of going to a school, doing all the homework, attending all those exams. Uh, but yeah, I do a lot of like so a simple thing which I used to say since many years that before you start learning anything, first you should learn how to sit on your chair for a very long time, right? Because that's the problem with majority of us. We are not able to sit on the same chair on the same position for a very long time, right? And everything requires a dedication, effort, uninterrupted dedication nowadays in a age of like a social media, so where we have a distraction every second someone is pinging me some notification we are going to get, someone is sending me a reel. So first remove the distraction because that's a biggest time killer and a context switcher, without even realizing. Second thing is learn how to sit on a chair for the very long time, because when you will sit you will do some work, a real one, right? That will solve all the problem. Then this the question will be gone, that how to learn a new things, you will be able to learn the new things.
But sir, everything has many concepts. So, for what a person's approach should
It's
be?
not like there are many concepts. Believe me, it looks like people have given a lot of terms. People have given a lot of like so for example, I'll tell you. So in your syllabus, I have mentioned Llama, LangChain, Llama Index, LangGraph, N8N, AutoGen, right? Crew AI. The
Yeah.
baseline concept, when you will understand, which I'm going to explain you, the baseline concept is every framework is helping you out in terms of building an agent, attaching a tools to it, adding a memories to it, right? And solving and doing some sort of automation. Apart from that, those five framework, it looks different because it has been released by a different company, and it works in a little bit different way, code wise at least, right? But under the hood, it is doing approximately a same thing. So you have to understand the base. Now once you understand the base, you will be able to understand all of those four, five, or even in future, if five company will come and they will launch, for example, like five new tools, you will be able to understand. Cloud, let's suppose, right? Look into your GCP, look into your Azure, look into AWS. It looks like GCP is different, Azure is different, and then AWS is different. Technically, for me, it's not. Right? Whatever fundamentals they have implemented in AWS, same is available in Azure, same is available in GCP with a different name. Problem solved, right? Now, coming to a programming language, right? We say that, okay, Python is simple, or Java is tough, or C++ is tougher, or all those things, right? Under the hood, if I know one programming language, if I know how it works, right? If I know like a looping concept, if else kind of a concept, approximately all of those programming languages are doing the same thing. Obviously syntaxes are different, right? So it looks like we are living in a world where we have too many options, right? But when you are going to club it and think from a 10,000 feet, like then you will be able to find out that it's not too much. It's like I have never cleared my basic. I was just running after a small things, right? All those new things. I was just chasing those like things, and that is the reason I was not able to build the base. And that's the reason. Even yesterday I have mentioned, and even today I have mentioned multiple times that base is required because that is going to help you out to adopt a new things. And this is what I have done in my last like 11 years of career, and even before. Base.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Okay.
so you have to give a time. See, at least once in your lifetime, you have to give a time to build your complete base. Maybe it will take 6 months of time. Maybe it will take 1 year of time for you. It depends upon your caliber, because every human being will be having a different kind of a capacity, thought process, learning journey. But yes, if you're able to do it, for an entire life you will enjoy. And we have seen that kind of people, and they literally like and if you're going to talk to all of those people, almost everyone will say the same thing. So clear the
Okay.
base and then go for the journey. It looks like there are too many things because now we are living in a world of social media. So anyone is creating even a simple application, they are going for the marketing, and then like we all are able to get those buzzword, right? And especially in a world of AI, every day new model, every day new framework, every day new startup. But under the hood, most of them are doing the exact same thing. Under the hood, most of them, there are only 4 to 5 companies who have created a stable model, right, which I can actually use. But if you go to Hugging Face, there are millions of model people have published. I'm talking about LLM, only LLM, not any other model in any other category, not vision model, not text to speech, or not like any other model, just LLMs, right? There are millions of models which is available, but only 4 to 5 which I'm using, which Cursor you have seen is using, which Windows is using, and which the entire world is eventually using. So it's not too much. It looks like too much, right? But actually, it's not.
Okay. And so one last question, like I want our elaboration on that point, like in this age, how you said learn fast. So can you show a practical approach to learn fast, like related to anything, programming or
Yeah,
LLM?
join my class. I'll help you out to learn faster.
Got it, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, Krishna is saying get a blue screen, expect comfortable gaming chair. Ah, no, I don't like gaming chair. My office chair is way more comfortable than your gaming chair. I have that actually. I had two gaming chair, but yeah, I don't like it. Krishna, just on a fun note. Yeah, Ganesh, please go ahead with the question.
Yeah, hello, sir. So
Yes.
URI, URI API that you use, so
Uh-huh.
URI API, it we cannot use in our organization, right? So what is the alternative for it?
You can use in your organization URI API. Why you can't use URI API in your organization?
It's not your own house,
No,
URI.
basically, URI API, we have two kind of a model. One is a proprietary model, which people have not made as open source, and some of them are open source model. Open source model we are hosting. At the end of the day, API wise, you just need a model calling, right? You should
Yeah.
not worry about like from where it is get coming from. Basically, you are getting all those international grade model, a best of best model out of those 10 million which exist in the world. And URI API, this is where URI API comes into picture. So use it wherever you want for the application. Simple.
Okay. The other questions like
Yeah.
cursors that we download.
Mm-hmm.
Using the cursors, we are generating the code.
Mm-hmm.
So, how it's integrated with VS, like how it's generating in VS.
So
That I
basically
have my question.
okay, so basically in Cursor what they have done, and even you can do it. So basically they have developed their own extension. So Cursor, this interface that you are able to see, right? So this is their own extension that they have created, and inside that, so they are giving this agent control, a lot of agent who will be able to summarize the task, agent who will be able to invoke your entire directory, the agent who will be able to invoke the terminal, agent which will be able to remember all of the memories, agent will be able to basically call all the fallbacks, or which will be able to, like, test, debug, and then it will be able to do the fixes. So there are multiple agent system, as you can see over here, right? It's a multi-agent system that they have created inside this interface, and they have integrated with the VS Code, and now they're claiming it as a Cursor, and still they're developing it. They have like done a very good job, by the way. So basically it's a agentic, a different agent calling that they are doing, which they have written on their own.
Okay. So the EURI API that we can design, and we can give the command to cursor. Cursor will generate the code. That is the flow, right?
URI API you can design? No, it's already designed, right? It's already in production. You
I
don't have to do
mean,
anything. Just download the Cursor, give a prompt. It will start generating.
okay.
And then in a later stage, once you will exhaust your entire like a quota, a free quota, then they will ask you for the payment. But yeah, so here, if you will go and check, sorry. So here, if you'll go and check, so they are giving you an option to even add your own models. So own model means API key. That is the meaning of the model.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is there any like cloud-based this cursor where we can like for 1 hour or 1 day we can use?
No, there is no cloud-based cursor. Even Windsurf is not a cloud-based. Firebase is a cloud-based. So I have shown you the Firebase, right? Firebase Studio. So Firebase Studio is basically a cloud-based, but not cursor, not Windsurf.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Can we use URI API key in a cursor? Yes, you can use it. So the cursor is giving you an option for like external API calling. So that is pretty much feasible. Okay. Next one is Ramesh Kumar. Yes, please go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, guys. Ask your question. Jubair, please go ahead with your question.
Hear me? Am I audible?
Yes. Yeah, Jubair, you're audible. Yes.
Thank you for a chance to the talk.
Yeah.
This is my first time.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
You were not able to
uh,
join yesterday?
yeah, I did study about this. Talk to you the first time.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Got it. Yeah.
It's very get chance for to talk to
Uh,
you.
okay.
Um, I'm fresh up about the generative AI. My question is,
Mm-hmm.
if I learn the generative AI,
Mm-hmm.
so what about the job? And if not a job, can I make like any kind of application, or is the better for me? I have a previous experience of the Java.
Mm-hmm.
There's to be suggestion about it.
Okay, okay. So see, job wise, if I'll say, so there are enough job, right? I'll not never say that. And job is increasing. Yes, there was some adjustment which industry is going on, and you must have seen in a news that people are doing this hiring and firing all those games. And again, this is nothing new. Sometimes so people used to like hype it more and more. But if you will look into the positive side, a real positive side, I will say that people have started hiring, and believe me, next 6 months or in a year of time, so once this entire reshuffle will be done, because again that reshuffling is important, because if a company is having so many people, and if they're not productive, if they're not able to work, if they're not able to adopt a new culture, what company will do? Obviously company has to take the action at some point of a time, and this is the action, like a series of things which the company is trying to take. Second aspect is that yes, everyone is trying to build their own strong AI portfolio, maybe in a product, maybe for a client, and because of that, everyone is hiring. This hiring is going on since last 4 to 5 years. Yes, it's a different story that generative AI exists just 2.5 years back, so it has started. But yeah, AI was there. We were using machine learning, deep learning, all those things. So hiring will increase even more in this era, Gen AI era, and you can just observe the market. It's increasing now. So that's the first part. Job is there. Second part, as you have asked, that can you build something? So yeah, as you have mentioned that you are coming from Java background and you have some tech background, you can build it. But for that, you need a problem statement. So if you have any kind of problem statement, start building it, because now uh, building at least I would say MVP. I'm not saying that full scale things, but building MVP is way more easier than before. Only MVP, minimum viable product only, right? Not like a complete full scale system which can take a load of anything and where you can integrate like 1,000 people. For that, you need a real developer. Still, it's required. So hope I'm able to answer your question, Jubair.
Yeah, this
Hello?
pretty much
Yeah,
I get it.
yeah,
Thank you. Yeah,
yeah.
that's my concern. If at least if I not like hit the job or something else, at least make something and like make some freelancing or at least one satisfaction. That's I want after
Exactly.
this.
See, I suggest everyone, right? Not from today. Today is age of AI, but I'm teaching since last 8 year, I believe. So since 8 year, I simply say to everyone that you are not in college. You are not preparing for the exam. You are not supposed to go and like get some sort of a marks. You are going to appear for a real interview. So when there was no AI, no age of AI, I would say, even at that point of time, I kept on saying people that. Build something, right? Because you will be able to create a more value, you will be more valuable in a market as compared to anyone else in a market. So it was a fact 10 year back and it is a fact, right? So if you
Mhm.
are building, believe me, your level of experience, the kind of a value that you will be able to get in a market when you showcase your product will be on a different level. And yes, if you are able to build something which is going to push you as an entrepreneur, right, where you are able
Mhm.
to generate a revenue, nothing can be better than that, believe me, nothing. That will give you
Mm.
the ultimate level of satisfaction, right? But to reach out to that level, at least you have to work on a disciplined manner. I'm not saying that like 18 hour a day or 20 hour a day, no. Disciplined manner, maybe just 1 hour 2 hour, but for a very long time. That will yield the result. Long term investment, right? We all talk about the long term investment in a finance. So this works exactly in the same manner.
All
Discipline,
right.
consistency, and long term.
Yeah, I'm appreciative. I see you're very like what is the hard worker or whatever you can do like complete 4 hours. This is the unbelievable thing.
14 hour is not like I used to give a lecture for 14 hour a day.
Wow, I can't believe
So
it.
four
How can
four
you
is
do
four
it?
is nothing. I can continuously speak for like next like 11 12 hours without stopping. And that
Yeah, that's one thing also make me motivation. I can do at least 4 to 4 hours one
everyone
sit.
can do. Everyone can do. Believe me, everyone can do. It looks painful on day one, day two. Right. See, I always keep on saying that there is a 0 to 1 journey. And 0 to 1 journey is going to be tough, right? For everyone. 0 to 1 journey. Doesn't matter what you do, what you're going to start, or what you're trying to learn. 1 to 10 journey will be smooth. And 10 and above, you will flourish. So but yes, you have to like 10 and above to go to 10 and above, you have to start from 0 to 1.
Okay, thank you. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi,
Okay.
Sudhanshu.
Yes, Ramesh, please go ahead.
Sudhanshu, I have some couple of doubts from the cursor, right? You have given the multiple option, cursor, windsurf, or something. So can we use in my office environment? Is there
Yeah,
any
I
restriction?
think nowadays almost everyone is, even my wife is working, right? She like she's a proper coder and like a developer. So basically, like their company has allowed, and I have spoken to many of my friend in a recent days who is working with some of the companies, and nowadays everyone is allowed to like install and like
Okay.
do the job. So yes, it
Okay.
is.
No. Do we need to ask any special permission before using the
That depends
tools at
upon your
all?
company. That I can't tell
Okay,
you. That
depends.
that you will have to like ask and talk to your maybe admin who used to like manage the installation and everything. So that I can't say because
Even yeah, even if for Euro as well, na, Euro chat as well, can I use
no, for
in my
Eury
office?
it's a bev
Yeah.
portal, right? It's a bev based basically. So
Yes.
Eury
Yeah,
is
web
bev
based.
based.
Can I use?
So you can use Eury anywhere. You don't need any installation, right? For Eury.
Okay, okay. Then next thing for that, right? Which you have three tools, right? Which one can we go ahead with that? Because instead of avoiding the multiple things,
No,
okay,
I'll simply
Firebase today,
yeah, simple. I'll suggest go with cursor.
cursor, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
for now. For now, go with cursor. Simple. Right?
yeah.
Because I know there are like so many tools, so many distraction, everything. Right. Uh,
Mhm.
just with cursor. Simple. As of now.
Right. Yeah, with Cursor also it has given multiple models, right? Is everything connecting web model or EURI API? Can we connect with the EURI system?
You can connect with the EURI API as well. So they give you like over here, basically like you can try to pass your own API key, and then they're giving you one option to like connect with your OpenAI API, and they're giving you another option so where you will be able to connect your own any custom API, right? And then you can like try to attach it. So in both the way it works actually, but it will
Yeah,
work
yeah.
best, I would say, right? So you can override the OpenAI endpoint. So let's suppose this is the endpoint that I have. I can do what? So I can try to give my own endpoint for a chat completion, a URI endpoint, basically. See, at the end of the day, this requires only an endpoint. And here, if you will come, let me show it to you. So in a Euron, if you are going to come, so we have exposed already URI API, and then we have an endpoint. And here is a chat completion endpoint, which we have given to you. So you can try to use this endpoint.
Looks like you're not sharing.
Oh, is it? Okay, okay.
You're
So,
not sharing. Yeah, you're not sharing.
Yes.
okay, fine. Okay,
And
now I'm
You're
sharing,
not
right?
able to. Yes,
Yeah.
loading. Yeah,
now it
we
is
are able to
now it
see.
is audible.
Okay, so basically, like there is a in a cursor when you will come. So let me close all of these things. So let's suppose you are here, and if you will come over here, so you will be able to find out that it is giving you to option to add a model. Add model means let's suppose I can host a model in my local, right? In my local, proper local, no cloud, right? And then I
Mm-hmm.
can try to give an access to this one. Or let's suppose I have a URI API, so I can do one thing. So I can try to even give a endpoint over here with the URI API. So if localhost, then localhost. Otherwise, URI API endpoint, I can copy from here, and then I can try to, sorry, where is my cursor? So entropic key override the base URL. Yeah. So I can even give this kind of a like a chat completion API over here, API access or streaming API access, and it will be able to use it. So all this option they have already like made it open for all of us. So I can try to give an API. At the end of the day, it requires a AI access. That's it. Cursor is a tool. Cursor is an interface. It requires a AI access. If you are able to give it, it will work. Otherwise, just go with the paid version of Cursor. So it is giving you a free tier. I think it is giving you enough number of free tier for testing and building at least a small application. But beyond that, obviously, it will be looking for like your paid access.
Yeah. No, where is the cursor setting option? Which one did you click for the cursor
So
setting?
basically, close this one. Now follow along with my mouse. So here,
Mm-hmm.
this option, right?
Yes. Yeah.
By default, you will be able to see auto by default when you will install, right? Let's suppose I'm clicking on auto. I'm trying to switch off this auto. Switch off this auto. Now add model option. Got it?
Okay. Got it. Got it. But
Yeah.
auto means which model is selecting? It's the pre-model or
No,
when we
so
select
by
with
default,
auto?
if you're going ahead with the auto, right? So majority of times it is going to select a cloud day. But let's suppose if I'm switching off auto, so I can try to select only GPT 4.0. So now it will be like
Oh,
using this GPT 4.0. Let's suppose if I have added some of my custom model, for example, I have added this test, right? Test is my basically, it's not a default one. You will not be able to see it in your cursor. So test is basically a my model, which I have attached from my side. Yeah, custom model basically. So I can select this one. So now it will use a test model. Or if I'm
yeah,
going to
yeah, sure.
keep it on auto, then it will be like in an auto stage.
Yeah, but while I was trying with the Cloudy at all, it's not working on my machine. The paid model, right? The
The
Cloudy
Cloud A is not a
Sonata.
free model. Cloud A is the most expensive model actually. Cloud A for Sonnet, right?
Okay.
It's not a like a free
Yeah.
one. Just keep it auto as of now.
Auto is up now. Okay, fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my next question is that, right, we have built the API system.
Mm-hmm.
How are we integrating with the server and generate, no, attach the GitHub and upload into the server, deploy into the server? The
Apply.
which one you built? No, no, actually, which one you built the API, right? Right. How can we integrate with the server, real-time server?
Okay, so already API endpoint we have given to you, a code example we have given to you. Now, so let's suppose if you have to use this OpenAI model or any model, right? Any model basically, right? Any model
Mm-hmm.
with any framework. So in the next class, as per your syllabus, I'm going to teach you that how you will be able to use an API. If I have to show you an example now, so maybe I can copy just this piece of a code where you can try to write your prompt, and then I'll come to this one. Let me show you a quick demo. a very, very quick demo.
Yeah.
So this is my API
Yeah.
endpoint, right? This is my API endpoint. Now here I have to pass my key. So what I will do, I'll just try to go here, API key, and I'll try to click on create API key, give any name. It will be able to create my API key. This is my code just for a chat completion. We have a API endpoint for email. I'll show you image generation as well. Just wait now itself. So I have just replaced with my EURI API key, as you can see, right? Those static, I have replaced my EURI API key. And this is my prompt. Write a poem about the artificial intelligence. And this is the model ID. So we have given you 25 model access. So you can just change this ID and you have to basically like do a prompt, whatever you are looking for, and execute. Now see the magic. So it is, so now I'm able to get the result, right? So it is
Yes.
able to basically write a poem for me. Let's suppose if I would like to generate an image, right? If I have to generate the image, by the way, so AI frame, not AI framework, code exam, AI available model endpoints. Yeah. So let's suppose if I would like to generate the image. So here is again the endpoint that we have given to you. So this is the curl endpoint, curl command we have given to you. I can quickly convert that into a Python based. Let me convert it. Python code for this. Yeah. So again, same. See, only 2-3 things are required. One is this endpoint, this URL. So this URL is nothing but a URL which is allowing you to reach out to my system, a Euron system, because we are hosting
Okay.
our entire server somewhere, right? So for any, even you are using an API from like a chat GPT or OpenAI or Google or anywhere in this entire world, doesn't matter whether you are using this API or someone else API. So there will be a endpoint. Endpoint means it will help you out to reach out to that system. Now inside that system, what you are trying to access. So let's suppose inside that system, this model is running. So I would like to access this model, right? With this input, right? And then token is nothing but authorization. So like a password.
Right.
So don't worry. I know many people don't understand the fundamentals of API.
Yeah.
So that's the reason there will be a proper class on that where we will create our own API by using like a small like code pieces. And after that, I'm going to show you how to use the API.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
No, just I wanted to, you have built the system, but we didn't deploy anything into the server. That's why I want to cross check it.
Yeah.
The IPL booking system.
Yeah. So see, let's suppose like image generation, right? So I have to basically generate the image. I will like use the
Yes.
same EURI token that I have already created, right? Replace it with my API token and a beautiful sunset over the mountain. Let me ask one thing. Give me a image of Newton holding wine in hand.
Okay.
It will generate the image for me. Yeah. So it's executing and it will be able to generate the image for me. So I'll teach you this one. I know like this complete things, and many of us technically don't even know that what is API, how we will be able to create it. For here we have created the API, right? API endpoint. But how this will be created? When I say that this is my API endpoint, now you have written some XYZ function, how you can do it. Yeah, how you can attach the authorization for that API so that without password no one will be able to log in into, or no one will be able to hit your system. So all of these things I'm going to cover, I'm going to teach, because without this you will never be able to build even a smallest of the product which works in a real time.
Okay, sure. Sir, and final one more question. As part of the syllabus, do we cover the deployment activities, LLM
Yes,
ops,
a
something?
lot, a
Yeah.
lot, a lot.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Sure. Thank
Sir.
you.
Yeah,
Sir,
hi sir.
I have a
Hi
question.
sir, this is Bharatwaj.
Just wait, I'll call out the name. Yeah, Sai, please go ahead.
Sir, I have a couple of questions.
Mhm.
Sir, first question is when you have created that IPL thingy. So is
Mhm.
that like how is it able to figure out that okay, these are the teams, this is the stadiums in which it is games are happening. All that is because of the pre-training of that model?
No, it's not because of the pre-training of the model. I have given the proper context first of all. So that's the reason I have generated the context. And then basically it will be able to understand, it will try to break it down all of those context which I have given to a cursor in a small model. This is where this agent comes into picture, right? Just like a human being. So agent is nothing but whatever prompt which I have given in a beginning. So basically this prompt, right? This entire long prompt which I have given. So it will be able to break it down line by line, and then it will start working on it. This is
This
how.
is like RAG, isn't it?
Sorry, it is.
This is like RAG, like where you are.
No, it's not RAG actually. RAG is different. Conceptually, RAG is different. This is just a context I'm giving to an agent. That's it.
Okay, okay, okay. So that is one question.
Mhm.
Second question, sir, EURI, is it like EURI is an API as the name suggests, but how is it different from an AI agent? Like
So
how like
URI,
how
see,
to
agent is something which will be able to do a end-to-end task. And basically, agent requires an access of those API, those models. So URI is not an agent. URI is basically a middleware, so which is going to help you out to give you an access. For example, I've generated this image, right? So just by calling what? Image API, my Newton, I think, image, like spelling was different. So that's the reason in EWTON. So with the help of this API, right, and endpoint, I'm able to generate these images. I'm able to write a basically a poem over here in the circuit over with the luminous grace, all those things. And again, I'm able to see, generate the image, right? Image of Newton, a beautiful one, ISD quality one, immediately. So basically, this is giving you an access. URI is giving you an access to all of those model, which is by default required for these agents. We are talking about agents over here, right? So I'll explain you what is the actually agent is, because we are going to create a lot of agent on my own. Every one of us, we are going to create the agent, not just one or two, throughout the entire session. More than hundreds of agents we are going to create. But agent is nothing but a program, right? A piece of the code. Let's try to think in this way. A piece of the code which is going to take access of an AI, and whatever you have written for the agent, that okay, fine, so you are the agent which will try to break down the entire input into a multiple part, into a multiple context, and then you will do the research. So agent will do that. If you're going to ask an agent that okay, book a schedule whenever someone is going to enter some time, so book a meeting for me, so agent will book a meeting automatically. So agent is nothing but a piece of a code which will be able to do a task the way function was doing it before, or automation was doing it before. At the end of the day, agent requires a LLM access, because LLM is only going to give a capability to the entire knowledge base, plus understand anything in a natural language. Because you as a human are going to give an input as a natural language. I have given my entire input as a natural language, right? This one.
yes,
So this is
yes.
where, oh, just wait for some time. I think it's too early. Many of us are confused between the agents. Going forward, you will be able to create such kind of agent on your own very soon.
Got it, sir. And last question, sir.
Mhm.
Sir, like in previously in the last few years, we have learned about transformers and encoder decoder systems and all. But do you think, sir, all that learning will become obsolete because we are
No, not at
to
all.
use it
Not at all.
directly?
Never. Never, I would say. And those learnings are still relevant. It will be relevant even after a 10, 20 year or maybe 100 year, right? Because we are able to speak as we learn a lot, and as we like grow older and older. So obviously we get a maturity, and we will be able to phrase a lot more good sentences, humorous one, I would say. But still, the base is ABCD.
Got it.
It will be there. It will be there means literally it will be there. To understand a mathematics, obviously you have to know the counting from 0 to 9, right? 0 to 9 numbers. That's a base.
Yes, yes,
So it's not going anywhere. Literally, it's not going anywhere. Even in a physics, right? We are like, I have given an example yesterday that we are able to build like a SIP. We are able to build a big infrastructure, a plane kind of a things, and even like an international space station kind of a things. But basic physics, a projectile, a escape velocity, all those things are still required, right?
yes, yes.
So it will be relevant all the time.
Hello, sir.
Thank
Yeah, Milind, go ahead.
Actually, sir, I have one question. Sir, like, if we learn this generative AI about it, and like, what type of job opportunity will be open in the industry as a
See,
tester?
job opportunities always available. It's even available now. My student is getting placed from my previous batches, from my current batches. So opportunity will be there. It just depends upon you how capable you are.
And actually, as I am currently learning about the AI, about the testing domain. So, like, what will be?
Don't learn. Testing is not having any future and opportunity.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Hi, sir. This is Bharatwaj.
Yeah, Vardaj, please go ahead.
Sorry, I've been like,
No, that's fine.
yeah, it's been like a couple of years back when you were teaching in Neuron. Like I
Yeah.
joined the bat, but I was unable to complete after the Python due to all
Okay.
these things. So
Okay.
yeah, from there I know you. So
Okay.
you're teaching,
Thank,
and just wanted to like.
thank you.
That's the reason immediately when I saw you launched it, I without any hesitation I just joined the batch.
Thank
So
you.
yeah, so like my doubt is like since we are into Gen AI now, like
Mhm.
how relevant is about to have the background of ML concepts, and is it something
See,
like
it will not create a hurdle for you, I would say, right? But like I have mentioned that in an industry, many things will keep on coming. It's not going to stop now, and not even maybe after like a couple of years. It is going to stop. And if you don't want to take a burden of those new things which is coming into a market, now to eliminate those things or those like I would say events in a future, I always suggest that build a fundamentals. But yeah, if you would like to join our industry, just a Gen AI industry, I think this is more than enough for now. But if you have to remove a bottleneck for the future, then take your time, spend some time with those basic fundamentals, and then like move ahead.
okay? So and what will be the like role of job like Gen AI developers? Is it like do we need to know the UI and
So
backend
it's not
things?
it's not the developer, I would say. So people are hiring on a lead position, on a manager position, on a director position. So it's the same lineage we used to follow that we are following in any other like a domain, any other technology. So lineage wise, it's not like a Gen AI developer. Yes, there is a developer, there is a lead, there is a manager, there is a architect, there is a director. Now, so everyone, the way we were doing a task, now we are doing it with the help of this generative AI framework. We are trying to solve the problem with the help of generative AI problem. That's it. That's the only thing which has changed with a new technology layer. Apart from that, nothing has changed.
Okay, so like what the role will be called as, or is it like I
It's
mean,
a generative AI lead, generative AI engineer, generative AI manager, generative AI architect, generative AI director.
okay, so like if you're migrating to like I mean currently I'm working in the Kubernetes part. So if
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to migrate to the data science domain, like using
Mm-hmm.
this Gen AI things, whatever
Mm-hmm.
learning. So
Mm-hmm.
like do I need to know the background of UI and backend background, I mean backend development things?
Backend development, I think you should know a little bit because backend will be required. UI will not be required because now if you give a Figma or like a Adobe Illustrator feed, so it will be able to generate most of the time in a very, very accurate way, which will be dynamic towards all the screens. So backend, but backend is main.
Okay, so like once this course is completed, like, we'll be able to like
Obviously, yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
sure. And what about the system design concepts? Like, do we need?
Will be required if you are going to apply for a product-based companies. Then system design and DSA both will come together. Doesn't matter for which role you are going to apply, whether
Okay,
it's a Gen AI or even a front-end developer role. But yeah, they have like a filtration criteria. But nowadays, even they are changing their approach. I have seen a couple of companies. Not all have changed the approach. Still, most of the company have the same approach. But yeah, nowadays they are allowing you to use a vibe coding, and they will be looking for the explanation from your side.
okay, sure. Sir. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thanks. Madhav, please go ahead.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Sir, actually, I have two questions. My first question is I am using i3 laptop with the SSD RAM and with 8 GB RAM and SSD hard disk.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to know, do I need a this what is called graphics card install my laptop, or do I need to upgrade
First
my
of all, I
laptop?
think in i3 you will not be able to integrate it. The configuration that you said, so graphics you will not be able to add it. Second of all, it's not required. We have a cloud platform, and as long as you can use that same laptop, use it. Once it will not support you or it will give you a problem, then obviously you'll have to like upgrade yourself. Simple. As of now,
I i5 is sufficient if I buy i5 with the graphics
As
card?
of now, don't go for a buy unless and until you are able to use it comfortably. That laptop, the same one, right? Use it. Don't invest anywhere. Once it will not work, it will like stop working or executing your code. Then move ahead. Yeah, but not now, not immediately.
Okay, sir. Second question. Can we have some kind of a dedicated class or a session in which you can guide us about the new business opportunities coming in Chennai field? Like I'm
Not
getting,
not as a part of this class. So I do take a lot of sessions on entrepreneurship, right? I do take a lot of session on product building, but this is not a part of your class lecture. So I'll not say yes to this one because if I'll say yes, then I have to fulfill it.
no, I'm not saying in this class, sir. Actually, YouTube,
You will, yeah,
so
you
many
will get to
experts
know.
are saying that
You will,
agentic AI is coming,
you, you will get to know. You will get to know, but yeah, I don't believe in those kind of a gyan in general because there are so many people out there who used to give it. If I used to come with those things, then I'll come with the practical stuff. That okay, this is something which is going to happen, and I show it.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. Okay. So just build. Believe me, the only way or the only escape route is to build, nothing else. Okay. Next is Pushkar. Please go ahead. Yeah, Pushkar Sindhe, please.
Hello, sir.
Yeah,
Sir,
yeah.
for yes, so for GenAI interviews, like DL concept, RNN, BERT, and transformer architecture that are required, like
In general,
back proposition in
there is a
detail.
chance. There is a chance if they have mentioned that into a JD, right? There is a chance that they are going to ask about it. And if you have a Euron Plus access, I have already explained everything, starting from a theory and practical, everything. So it's better to
Okay.
have it. If you don't have it, so it's not mandatory. But yeah, there is a chance, company to company.
Okay, sir, in the role of GenAI, means architecture, what is GenAI role? Is there any use of DL concept regarding the RNN, BERTs?
Actually, if you'll see all of this model, right, the transformer, the model that we are going to fine tune, the base is basically a neural network which is coming from the starting of deep learning, and then the core fundamentals of these models are coming from a transformer, which is a part of your research paper called as "Attention is All You Need," where
Yes.
you have a encoder decoder layers, and eventually that is a part of your NLP.
Okay, no, my question is just like a DL concept regarding the RNN are required in the job, means some development like that in this to
That I
train
can't
model, new model.
that I can't say. It depends company to company, interview to interview. If someone is taking an interview just on a framework, just on a, because they will mention it. They will mention it. So that's the reason it's good to have the entire fundamentals revised at least.
Okay, sir, is it good that means I completely avoid the CNN and means focusing on only RNN concept like
That's fine.
NLP?
CNN basically works with respect to a vision, so that's completely fine.
Okay, that's it, sir.
But good to have, right? If you're looking for like a broader picture, then good. Okay, next one is Asis. Go ahead.
Hi, Sudan, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, you just denied one guy that you don't learn testing. But as a tester, I'm having 6 years of experience into this industry.
Mm-hmm.
So, like if I'm learning this GenAI, so within how many days we will have to, set up mindset. Within these days, we will do completely transition, or else as we get to know
Max
that
to max 6 months, not more than that. At
complete
max, 6 months is more than enough.
Okay, sir. Within 6 months that we will have self-confidence, we can do work in this GenAI field.
You will be having confidence or not. That's a different story. That's a different question, because that depends upon your effort that you are going to put up. I can't say that, okay, fine. So just by watching my lectures or anyone's else lecture, you will be having that confidence, right? So that depends upon your work. But yes, if anyone is putting up a genuine effort in a regular mode, then in 6 months, it is practically possible. Not overnight, but yes, in 6 months. If someone is not putting up a genuine effort consistently, then even 6 years is less.
Okay, sir. So, definitely, sir, you are with us. Each and every thing, so we'll reach out to you for that. But, sir, again, also this question is same for who are doing automation testing in testing, not in manual. In automation testing, also this thing is going to happen for them.
Sorry, can you please repeat once again?
So, sir, for those who are doing automation testing in testing field, they have to also whatever you suggested me.
Testing is gone. Testing, automation testing, or manual tester was gone 5 years back, I believe. Yes, there are some company who is hiring, I know, right? But still, it's gone. And automation testing is also like on a verge of, we can say, extinction. So it will be gone. Like, see, as of now, people are looking for someone who can build the entire system end to end, test the entire system end to end, write all the edge cases with the help of AI, right? And in an industry, I've seen that kind of people, and yes, that kind of people does exist now. The testing is not a job.
Okay, sir. Thank you for for your suggestion, sir. We will reach out to you each and everything. We'll try to do complete within 6 months. That I will try to do.
Yep. Sadiq is saying you are trolling at us. See, I'm talking about the reality. Maybe many of you will not agree with me for now, but wait for 1 year. You all will agree.
I have a question, Sudhanshu.
Yeah, Venkatesh, please go ahead.
Yeah, I recently come across one term. It says as AI journalist,
Mm-hmm.
Gen AI journalist. I don't understand. I just attended their demo session, and I understand like no coding required, just with the vibe coding tools and no code tools.
Again,
You
not
can.
true. Not true. Like
What
I told
exactly
you,
is that?
yeah, I have given the reason, right? So not exactly true.
What is that, sir? Next, they claim that in the next decade would be with only the AI journalist. And what exactly is that? When I try to ask them, they dodged it. But
See, AI journalists, in terms of you are talking about the digital medium, a print, basically, or you are talking about someone who delivers the news. So which mode you are talking about? See, there are
uh,
multiple way to consume the news, right? So we read out the headlines on our mobile devices or any other devices. That is one way of consuming a news. The other way of consuming a news is that someone is delivering it. So which way you are talking about?
yeah, the Mustafa just mentioned that it's a journalist, not journalist, like
So
news
again,
anchor.
journalism. Okay, so journalism, like if I'll talk about a print, so maybe even now, most of the lines or rephrases is been written by AI. But yeah, there is a human journalist who is giving a feed, who is giving an input because they are capturing ground report, right? And without ground report, what AI will do? How AI will be able to get the feed? If I'll talk about maybe a real human delivering a news. So yes, people have tried a lots of AI anchors, and I'm talking
Sorry
about
to disturb you, sir.
yeah.
Not journalism, generalist, AI generalist.
Okay, generalist means okay, GENE, right?
Yes, sir, exactly.
Okay,
That.
fine, got it. So I was talking about news anchor, journalist, right? AI journalist.
Yeah.
See, people have given a name called as vibe coding, then this AI journalist, then some like a new term you will be able to get tomorrow. Don't fall after those terms. Right. So it's fine. What is the meaning of AI journalist? Means anyone can, like one single human will be able to do everything. How it is possible? Right. Let's suppose I have a capability of AI, but let's suppose I'm not a domain expert. Let's suppose I'm working into logistics, I'm working into supply chain, maybe I'm working into finance, right? I have to understand my customer, I have to understand my ecosystem, I have to understand the problem which I'm solving, I have to understand my existing system, right? How I can generalize each and everything. So yes, influencers will be technically generalist, generalist, right?
Yeah.
But in practical, I don't think so. You can't be
Okay.
expert in physics, chemistry, mathematics all the time, right? And again, historian.
Right. Right, sir.
Yeah, so same goes with AI. There is nothing called as like a journalist. Yeah, there will be some people who will give like some thoughts that okay, this is how you can become. But yeah, I don't think like it's going anywhere closer to a reality. And
Yeah.
nowadays,
And
like
they're charging 3 lakh rupees for that course for 6 months, sir. With
okay,
6 months.
why? And
Yeah.
what they were teaching? How do you chat GPT? How to do a prompting?
Yeah, all the vibe coding tools and
I mean,
LLM
and you have
models.
paid three lakh rupees. Okay, come to
Yeah.
my class. I'll teach you in 2 classes, and you will be able to do a better vibe coding than someone has taught you in somewhere else. 3 lakh, it's too much, man. Like, give me that money. Like, I'll give you lot of access, like unlimited access of like everything, and I will be available personally for you, 24/7. Even in my sleep, you can call me with that kind of money.
Right, sir. So
No,
that old school vibe vicinity,
I'm literally
that
serious.
guy.
I'm literally serious about those 3 lakh rupees.
Yeah, outskill,
I would love to charge.
vibe vicinity. Yes, sir.
I'm like 3 lakh. Don't do it. Don't do it. Please don't do it. Yeah, there
No,
are
sir. No,
people.
sir.
I know there are people who is trying to fool, who is trying to create a FOMO out of you, and they are like charging 2 lakh, 3 lakh, and ultimately what they are teaching. I'm like prompting. Okay, I mean like who teaches a prompting? It's a domain that we learn. It's a like a product that we learn. And vibe coding. See, I have taught you vibe coding today, right? And today itself we are able to create a beautiful website,
Right.
a working one. So
Yeah.
this is how easy it was. I don't like see we are living into that problem with the market is that we are living into influencer market. There are a genuine people who never exaggerate things, but the problem with those people are you will never see those people on those platforms because they will never go viral. They will never go viral, believe me, right? People are not going to give a like, thumbs up, or share to them. And there are people who will try to create unnecessary hype, who will try to discover a new terms when they don't even know like what is the actual meaning of those terms. But yeah, they are just trying to go out and exaggerating, and they have a big distribution. And there will be again like a millions of people who will follow them, who will like them, and who will eventually pay them. And then they will realize. So basically, you are paying 3 lakh to realize that you should not do it. Just to realize. Yeah. Why don't you start a college student easily pay 8 lakh for just the see that is again justified. See, degree is something which is a culture, right? So when you go to a college, then you will be a part of culture. You build your own circle. You spend 4 years. I know curriculums are not up to mark. It's a rote learning that we try to do in a college, even in a school, because from a government side, this was something which should have been rectified a decade back. It's not been done, but still, college holds a value, holds a power, right? Maybe very soon they will change a curriculum, and which is pretty much required. They will change all the teachers. They will try to modernize their entire infrastructure, which some colleges are able to do it. Majority, I would say 99%, they are not able to do it. Maybe we'll have to wait for 1 decade more. But it's a culture. For that, you pay, right? It's a hostel. You go there, you pay. It's an infrastructure. You go there, you pay. In a digital learning, if someone is teaching you how to do a vibe coding and you are paying 3 lakh, 4 lakh rupees, that doesn't make sense to me, at least. Yeah. And that too, they will give you, even they are going to give you some certificate. You can't go and get a job on that certificate. But if college is giving you a certificate, someone will validate that, okay, fine, you have done a proper graduation. So value wise, value proportion is different in that 8 lakh, and then in other like 3, 4 lakh, whatever it is. How do we spend time for the GenAI daily? 45 minutes, 1 hour is more than enough. But yeah, discipline. Okay, next one is Akhtar. Please go ahead with the question.
Yeah, actually, I'm a RPA developer. So I'm working from last 3 to 4 years in RPA.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is that if I'm learning GenAI, then how can I utilize it in RPA?
Okay, so
And if
first
not,
let's learn, then we'll figure it out. Yeah, I'm damn
okay,
sure that I will show you how to figure it out.
yeah, if it is not applicable in RPA, then can I get job in GenAI itself
You will get actually the
without
benefit of
knowing?
RPA. I'll tell you, I'll show you even, right? You will be able to actually get a benefit of RPA, means your past plus Gen AI, both, because both are like pretty much, I will say, little bit of like a correlation you will be able to find out.
Okay, and like especially in GenAI, can we
Mhm.
get job without knowing ML and deep learning?
Exactly, yeah. That opportunity is available, but I always suggest that try to plan that in next 1 year, I will be aware of machine learning, deep learning, computer vision, and NLP, at least this 4 stack with algorithm and a practical. For next 1 year, you should target. That's advice to every one of you. Everyone is literally every one of you.
Gotcha.
Yeah, in next 1 year, not now, but you will be able to get opportunity, but in next 1 year to get a better and better one.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Mustafa, please go ahead.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, hi,
So
hi.
basically, my question is related to more in terms of the career opportunities, nothing specific to this class that we're having.
Okay,
So
hope you're liking it, liking the class.
yeah, sir, absolutely. In fact, I just wanted to catch up, I mean, do more, but then I understand that we have a lot of variety of students, so you have to take
No,
everyone
no,
together.
it's fine. See, I'll focus on every one of you. I don't have any issue. This is what I do. So yeah, feel free to like raise your question, concern, anything.
Sure. So basically, I'll give you a context about myself. I work as a solutions engineer, one of the AI-based startup. So just in a very short thing, as you say, testing is going. So our product itself is agentic QA software that automatically understand, creates test cases, and create test data, and even executes it. You can integrate with CI/CD. So as a solutions engineer, my role is somewhat in between business and technology. I personally like technology, so that's the reason I have taken your course.
Mm-hmm.
Um, uh, but then what I think, whatever I'm experiencing, because we have developers, I talk to them every day, is that even though they are working on AI, so one of the data scientists, he has joined our organization a couple of years back, but he is right now doing a core development of software development. Other than integrating with LLMs and prompts and other agentic flows. He is actually writing backend codes as well with Python. So my concern is that I'm not from a computer science background. I'm from a mechanical engineering background, but I entered into the software industry with the help of testing. So I did testing for some time and then I moved to solutions engineer. So I have 3-4 years of experience. That's it. But software development is like very a different phase for me altogether, having DSA and a system design and so on and so forth. So what I want to ask from you is, even if I learn these, what you're telling me, it's more like a implementation or straight up implementation of LLMs and other AI based tools. But in industry, I think people would definitely require us to have code, software development, skills as well, right?
Okay, I think we misunderstand the software development. See, software development today we have done one website, right? So where you can go, you can check the tickets and you can check the slots and you can try to book this entire IPL tickets. This is called a software development, right? So where there will be front end, there will be back end, there will be a middleware, right? And then once you will club and combine each and everything, host it on a production on a scale, that is called a software development. Simple, right? Now, so yes, people get scared by system design and DSA. Now, let me tell you one thing. See, in a system design, let's suppose I'm going to understand like a client server architecture, or maybe I'm going to talk about a CAP theorem, consistency, availability, and partition tolerance, right? Those, or maybe I'm going to talk about the distributed system. So those things will not come into a picture and never comes into a picture from a day zero, right? And obviously there will be an architect in your team, so who must be aware about all of these things, maybe based on his or experience, or maybe based on the exploration. So it's not like from a day zero you need all of those knowledge. Yes, in product development company, why they try to focus on that part, and it's a cult that people are following since a couple of like a decade, which is changing now. But yes, it's a trend that everyone is like trying to focus, because they try to apply a filtration criteria. See, you are not going to like use a Dijkstra algorithm, Kruskal algorithm, BFS, DFS, or red black tree, right, directly in any product. Obviously, there is a use case of all of these things. We have been using it in a multiple cases, but it's a filtration criteria. It's more like a filtration criteria on a day zero that people try to apply, so that I will hire only this category of the people, this mindset of the people who are more logical, because they think that if you can solve a problem, a DSA, technically a mathematical problem or something like that, you are more filtered candidate, you are more intelligent as compared to someone else. Even someone else that I'm trying to say, they are doing a software development. The one who is like in a Google or Facebook, they are also doing a software development, right? But yes, label is different. Obviously, the software which Google, Facebook, and all these companies used to build is different, and the software that we are building is different. But yes, both coexist. Both coexisted since last multiple decades, and both will coexist even for a next generation. See, there are people who is building cursor, right? The cursor where like we are able to create the entire software, right? And still there are some people who is trying to create a portfolio website, or maybe they are trying to solve some of the payment gateway problem or something like that. Yeah. So both kind of a people. See, the people who are building a cursor, right? Obviously, like they know a lot. They have a lot of experience. They are way more intelligent. They have solved so many problems. Then only they are able to reach out. Even they are human. Yeah. So both kind of a people have existed till now, and it will be relevant even in a future. Now you have to decide as an individual that what I want from my life in next 1 year, in next 5 years.
Okay.
And
So
then
actually
try to pursue, right? Don't see
Yeah.
someone and say that, okay, fine, so he said this. No, everyone is having its own journey, as simple as that. So let's suppose you're targeting that, okay, in next 6 months, Gen AI, let's do it, right? In next 1 year, let's try to complete all the stack. And again, I'm not saying that keep on learning. No, not at all. Make it as a part of your life, right? Daily 1 hour, daily 1.5 hours, simple. And believe me, it will be done in a more comfortable way, right? You don't have to even like, you will not feel like learning something, right? You will literally enjoy in that way if you're going. Yeah, if you're sitting for 10 hours and say I'm learning, then you are learning. Otherwise, make it like reading a book, good philosophy book, you can say. So then next year, maybe target that, okay, fine, I'll build 4 to 5 a good standard product, right? Maybe I'll build a streaming system, which is again one of the complex system, right? Maybe I'll try to build one of the betting system, right? Maybe I'll try to build one of the games, basically, with a lot of so many rules. So try to build such kind of a system one by one with the help of AI, with the help of copy paste of code. No one cares. No one cares literally, right? So try to build it. And then you will get more and more experience. So this is how we all used to evolve in our career. This is what we all have evolved it. And person who is working in a Google, so when that person has born and brought up, basically, it's not like he was aware about or she was aware about DSA and system design or something like that. Right. It's just see majority of things that we are discussing even now, right? Majority of things has been created as a hype by an influencer.
Yeah, sir, one more last question is,
Yeah.
so now that we are learning it, I want to tell about myself. I cannot talk about others, but I am personally interested and I follow news on AI and also it's sort of, maybe I have a shiny object syndrome, but then I want a clear vision in terms of AI. Maybe there are so many different work, designations, roles, and so on. If I don't have a specific goal, I think I might stray away or I might spend time in some other task which might not be really efficient in my goal. So to finalize that goal, I want to know how many types of roles are there in AI and maybe not immediately right now, you don't need to answer, but somewhere
You
in
can,
the down the line.
no, I can answer now itself. So you can just go and join as a Gen AI engineer. You can join as a ML engineer. You can join as a DL engineer. You can join as a vision engineer. You can join as a core NLP engineer. You can join as a research engineer. You can join as a mathematician. You can join as a data scientist on a junior, senior, managerial, lead, director, and architect level.
A follow-up question on that is, don't you think that people who are hiring for these roles would prefer somebody having a computer science background or a STE
Not at
background?
all.
Because
Not at all. In IT industry itself, 95% people are from non-computer science background.
yeah, that is true, but they're all in testing.
No,
Just kidding.
who
This is
told
a no, no, no.
who told you they are interesting? It's a myth.
I mean,
Just go and talk around. People who are actually developing the product. Majority of them are coming from like a EC background, triple E background, or some other background, civil background, mechanical background, right? And those civil guys are writing better code than the computer guy, the person who is coming from the computer science background.
okay.
So it's not about like a background, I would say, because whatever in a especially I'll say in an Indian education system till graduation. So whatever we learn, it's a total piece of shit. It's a total wastage of time. Whatever we learn, right? So till 10th and 12th, so we try to learn like a math, physics, chemistry, geography, biology, all of those things. I never was able to understand why, right? And then like we used to like come to the graduation where we learn a 48 paper, 6 into 8, right? 8 semester, 6 paper per
Yeah.
semester.
Right.
And apart from that practical, so I have not added the practical side of it, and 48 papers. And do you remember any law from thermodynamics?
I just remember the name of the
Exactly.
thermodynamic.
Just a name, right? Just a
Yeah.
name. Yeah. Do you remember which book you have followed in thermodynamics?
No, I just remember Let Us
Exactly.
See was one of the books.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. We all have gone to thermodynamics in our first semester.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter
Yes.
which branch we were into.
2 semesters. Yeah.
Exactly. Right. That's a problem with the education system. So we used to invest energy and time in some in some of these things, a majority of time, right? A time where we as a human being are very, very energetic. A person in the age of 20, 22, 24 are very, very energetic. And you can't expect the same kind of energy from a 40-year-old, right?
Yeah.
They feel burnt out. But yeah, so when we were like too much energetic at that point of a time, we were exploring 48 different subject. And today, when you come to this year and out of the college, you realize that I don't even remember the name of the books and not even a single formula. Do you remember Archimedes principle, a buoyancy principle?
Buoyancy, yes, I remember.
What was that?
So the amount of volume displaced by an object inside a water is equal to the force experienced by it against the gravity. I guess it's like, I mean, word-wise
90%,
up.
only 90% correct. Only 90% correct. There are 10% mistake, right? So see, that is a reality of the education system we are living into, right? And so I will say it's not about the background of the branch. It's all about that when you have started, because majority of people who are writing a code, right? They have started writing a code, at least in an Indian culture, right? Not in a US, not in a UK culture, because there they are writing a code since childhood. But especially in the Indian culture, we have started writing a code, a real one, after our graduation, and maybe after graduation, even after like 2, 3 years after that.
Exactly.
Right. That's a
Yeah.
big problem. That's a big problem. But yeah, we can't solve it as an individual. But yeah, that problem exists, and this is not the same culture that we follow outside.
Yeah, that's it, sir. I think, but I would suggest that if here and there you can add some more practical insights about your maybe students who have already gotten out from Euron, something, some industry level experience, that what they have felt or what they have experienced. I think that might add more knowledge,
I
because
think
we
I
are
think
having a very
I think there are enough people in your group, so you can chat to them, and
I mean,
they will.
yeah,
That's the reason we have a WhatsApp group, right?
sure,
And
definitely.
hope all of you are enjoying this conversation, guys. Believe me, in all the doubt clearing session, you all will enjoy. It will be fun. It will be like a mind relaxing for all of you. And yes, it will be like look like a podcast for you. So every day, Saturday, Sunday podcast after 2 hours, but after my lecture. I'll never do this kind of podcast during my lecture. Never means literally never. Okay, so Mace, please go ahead with your question. After that, Akash or someone who was Aswini. Yeah, Aswini can go.
So are you able to hear me?
Yeah,
Audible?
I can hear you, so
Okay.
Mace.
Yeah, thank you. So I have a couple of questions. So basically the one, I guess this on the class itself, it was going pretty fast. So when you generated the code in the cursor, and how you ran it in the Firebase to display as a web page, can you?
No, I never ran that in Firebase actually. So basically, see, when I have executed in cursor, so it is giving me a endpoint, my local host, right? Firebase was
Okay.
online, right? See, at the end of the day, I have just asked it to execute it and show me the final, give me the final port. So basically, it has given me my local host 3000. As you can see, it's running. So this is my local host, not a Firebase, not a global system, right?
Okay.
See, I'm running in my local, this one.
Okay. Okay. So after the code got generated, you have asked to
Yeah, I
provide
have asked to like test it. I have
global.
asked to test it, debug it, and then like deploy, like launch it basically. So it has
Okay.
launched npm run. Launch command is simple. It was a npm run and npm build. So it has launched it on 3000 port. Simple.
Okay. Okay.
We'll do it. We'll do it in a class so many times.
Sure.
Don't worry.
Sure.
So I know these things are like pretty much new for most of us, but yeah, we'll do it. We'll do a lot
And
of it.
in this cursor, like initially, as per the initial prompt you have given, like you want to generate the whole code in a Python language and everything, but it still gave you in a Node.js format. So
No,
yeah.
I have done that over there. So when I was generating the entire prompt, right? So at that
Mm-hmm.
point of time, so see if you observe my prompt over here, I have not even mentioned my technology stack. So by default, it has selected a mono stack. So I have
Okay.
done that when I was chatting with a Eury, not here. Not so nowhere I have mentioned the technology stack. By the way, if I would have mentioned that use Python for a backend, use this particular databases, and use this, then it would have selected only that one.
Okay. Okay. Got it. Got it. And one basic question, see, when we are using VS Code or the cursor, so while typing in the prompt, you can see there is a model and the agent, the configure mode, okay? Because yesterday someone asked me the question, what is the basically difference between the ask agent and the model? Because when we are normally asking any question and we have to particularly select, if there is, suppose there is no auto mode or something, we have to select a model.
But still, it will call the agent. See, even in auto mode,
Correct.
agents are nothing but a piece of program, right? So, for example, if I'll go here and let's suppose if I'm going to write one like a piece of the code, for example, that def uh, elaborate kind of a function. So where it is going to take my like a text as an input, and then here, so it should take maybe like a something. Let me convert this one itself. So let's suppose this is a generate completion, right?
Okay.
So I'll copy the same code. I'll just change it, and here elaborate, and then here. So give me a tabulated prompt for all the input, and then the input is going to be text. I'm going to convert that into a text, txt text, and formatted string over here. Okay, it will be able to. So see, I have just changed this function. So I'm just trying to give, like I have made it as an input driven, right? And then I'm saying that I'm giving a prompt that, okay, so give me a liberated prompt for all the input. Means whatever input I'm going to give, it will hit my model, right? It will hit my model basically. So which is technically hitting my, like this particular model, GPT 4.1 nano model, and it is going to give me the elaborated response. So this is a function I have created. Now let me call this function elaborate, and then here, so I'm going to like maybe I'm going to provide this one, let's suppose, right? This one I'm going to provide. So it's a multi-line. So let me change it to the multi-line. Yeah. So I'm going to call this one with this input. Same thing we have given inside the cursor, and here is a command. Now this command will go into the, this will go into the LLMs basically. Now, so it will do what? So technically it will try to elaborate this entire input point. Now, what is my model? My model is this one. What is my agent? So you can say that this function is behaving like an agent. So I have written this function for a specific purpose. Getting my point? So inside a cursor, when I say there is an agent, so there are multiple agent system, they are using it. So some agent which will do a research, some agent which will do a search, some agent which will try to invoke your basically a terminal, some agent which will try to test your code, it will try to fix or it will try to generate the next version of the code, a fixed code, elaborated one. So, and some agent which will try to elaborate the input that you have given the way.
It is like a combination of the model and the agent.
So basically, agent will not be able to work without our LLM access.
Okay. Okay.
So that's the reason we say agentic AI system, right? And even in our classes, so we are going to talk about LangChain Llama indexes. Eventually, what we'll do, we'll create a multiple agents, right? And those agents will be having an access of API through an API key. They will be able to access a different kind of a model, right?
Got it. Got it.
Same like this one. See, I have used a model. So model is one part. Model is basically a LLM, which understands the entire world and it understands your natural language as well. So whatever like English text or any language you are going to write down. Now agent is nothing but I have just like configured this one for a specific task that it will do what? It will always elaborate. Yes. If I'm going to say do something different, maybe do a real-time search, whatever input I'm going to give you, I'll just say that do always a real-time research. Now this agent, if this kind of agent, I can say that, okay, fine. So create this kind of an image for me with this flavor. So agents are eventually a kind of a function as of now, just try to understand when we'll create, we'll get more into depth. So agent is a kind of just a system. So it will do something on their own. Going forward, I'll try to even add a couple of more things with respect to agent, that agents can take a decision automatically. As of now, it's a very linear decision. Only one kind of a things it has to do, right? But let's suppose I have to do multiple things. An agent is supposed to decide automatically that out of these 10 things, what I'm supposed to do.
Okay.
So agent will be able to do that as well, which I'll add. But as of now, just try to understand that it's just a function which is trying to invoke your models. Simple. So cursor is doing the exact same thing.
Got it. Got it. And thanks for that. Oh, one final question. So see, when the cursor is generating such a huge code base, okay, so it is a developer responsibility to go through all the security checks, because anyway it will be doing, but suppose your company's requirement might be different. So so for any case of hallucination or some details, you need to check from our end, or that also can be given in the prompt.
You can try to give anything in a prompt, whatever comes in your mind. But yes, you have to follow all the SOPs or all the standard approach that your company is going to define or that your client is looking for. Always. So you can do it with the help of prompt, or maybe you can do it manually, but you'll have to do it. And yeah, as far as prompting is concerned, so you can give a prompt, basically.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Good. Thank you.
Now, yes. So next one is Ashwini. Please go ahead with the question.
Hello.
Yeah, Ashwini.
Hi, sir. Good morning.
Yeah, good
Sir,
morning.
I have some question on RAG, sir. Just I'm building one, I'm working on problem statement. And in the RAG, I just want to know that embedding, while doing the embedding for vector database, is it important to choose some model like GPT, or we can go with a open source?
You can
So
go with open source. In a Hugging Face, there are tons of models. Thousands of models are available for embeddings. You can go with any models. But yeah, so if you are see, embedding means what? You are converting some sentences into a vector space, means into a numeric. But that is not the only meaning, right? If I'm using a better model, so better model simply means that it has been trained on a lot of data, right? So it understands your grammatical, it understands your phrasing, it understands the parsing, it understands the punctuation and relationship between those words, right? Those tokens, better way. So it's always better to go with the best of best model. Then only you will be able to build a better embedding. If you're going with the basic one, obviously it can generate like a numeric space, but just generating something into a numeric space is not just a requirement, right?
right.
So that's the reason
So
go
so
with the
in
best. But yeah, options are like thousands on Hugging Face.
Sir, I have a huge amount of data, so I cannot go with a free source. That's the reason I'm using some paid services for embedding. So I just want to know one more thing, that embedding directly affect the response, right?
Embedding is one of the factor which will affect the matching, a similarity search basically.
Okay. So what are the factors we have to check, like for the response
Context,
part? Like
context overlapping, you have to check basically embedding the input dimension that you try to provide. So that is again going to factor a lot. The similarity search algorithm that it is using, so whether it's using a Hamilton distance or it is using a cosine similarity, again, that matters. So there are like 10, 12 factor I can name it. Likewise.
Okay, so prompt engineering, whatever the prompt we are using for the response, that also affect the response, right, sir?
Prompt, obviously, it is going to affect because prompt itself will get converted to a vector and it will go for the matching, right? Which is with the
Yes,
data
sir.
which is available into your databases, vector DB basically, right? So
Mm-hmm.
prompt is one of the factor, but before that, when we create an embedding, again, many factors comes into picture, even before prompting. Prompt is always
Okay,
a
so
prompt is always a factor, even with chatting.
okay, sir, you told right before creating the embedding some factor effects. So will you brief me that thing?
Come to the RAG class. I'll explain it to you. Yep.
Okay.
We have RAG class in this one itself. Like I said, so
Sir,
whenever
I
you're trying
seen
to
that. Sir, I seen that video. That's the reason I asked.
No, so come to this one as well. Live lecture. Even in this curriculum, I have mentioned RAG.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Next one, please. Shivam, please go ahead. Yeah. So next one, Prakash, Nihal. Now I think anyone can go. Yeah.
Hey, I should answer.
Hi, Prakash.
Yeah, so first, I have two questions. So first question is like I joined today only after some 10 o'clock. So
Okay.
I
Okay.
haven't noticed this course launch previously. So suddenly I joined today.
Okay. Okay.
And the reason why I joined this course, I was part of Euron data science course in
Okay.
2020.
Okay.
At the, sorry, 2021. At the time I joined in KPMG. So due to some reasons, after 3 months, I'm not able to continue.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Mm-hmm.
just add some basics of ML and few other things, statistics model kind of thing.
Okay.
Now I'm currently working with KPMG and I'm trying to build some chat assistant kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So just I wanted to explore more into the Gen AI things. So that is
Mm-hmm.
the
Okay.
reason I mainly joined this course. And so first of all, what are the things I need to do from yesterday? Like today only I
Nothing,
joined.
nothing. Yesterday we just had a platform demo, right? And as you are the old one, so you know that on a very first day I just give an intro, right? And we do a chit chat a lot. And then from today onwards, I have started a curriculum, a basic one, basically like system setup and everything. So so far nothing. It's fine. Like nothing you have to do from your end.
Okay, okay. Yes, Vansu. So, the industry level, like, so since I'm working in KPMG, so there is a lot of things coming into the picture, like everyone trying to explore in the Gen AI things. But
Hmm.
it is kind of just in terms of words, like we are trying to do lot more into the kind of chat assistant things, like we are having our own
We'll build a
language
lot.
chat
We'll
assistant.
build it. Don't worry. We'll try to build it. I don't believe in exploration, so
Mm-hmm.
build it.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Okay. Yeah. So Pushkar, Amir, go ahead. Anyone? Anyone? Yes.
Hello, sir, Pushkar here.
Yeah. Hi, Pushkar. Yes. Go ahead.
So, what do you think that how many years this GenAI role lasts for?
Sorry, how many year?
This GenAI role will, what we say, last for.
I don't know how many years it will last
I mean,
long, but I believe AI is going to evolve more and more, and even after 10 years, AI will keep on evolving. The trend I have seen in last 11 year of my career. So I have started as a SAP guy, then big data guy, and then as a data science guy. I think 7 year back, and yeah, since then I'm teaching. I've seen a lot. At that point of time, AI was not that popular. We used to use a statistical model, mathematical model. We used to build a lot. And then computer vision came into a picture. So keeping current trend in our mind, I don't know whether Gen AI as a position will be available or not, but AI will exist for sure.
Okay.
And if
Like,
AI
I mean,
exists, maybe someone will derive some new term.
like, I mean, asking in terms of we are a GenAI engineer learning
So
GenAI,
see, there was
but
a data
we are
scientist, there was
actually
a
still are.
yeah, there was a data scientist, there was a machine learning engineer, there was a CV engineer, computer vision engineer, NLP engineer. That does exist even now, right? So even after like a 8-10 year, I'm able to see
Yes,
that there does exist, that profile exists, right? Then there is a new addition of this Gen AI engineer. Then AI engineer never existed like 2 year or 2.5 year back, right? There was a new term I'm getting nowadays, prompt engineers. I don't know what they do, but yeah, there is a I know all of you must have heard about this term called as prompt engineering.
Yes.
Right. Then there is a new term that we started getting, vibe coder. Today we have seen vibe coding, right? So now we all have become, today we all become vibe coder. Right. So people will keep on deriving the term. Under the hood, things are same. Right. It's just a evolution that we are trying to follow along with. So just try to follow along. Wherever you will be in a good position with a good title. Simple.
Okay, and sir, there is another one question that was, what do you think about the Pang batch, like Pang data
What
science or GenAI batch?
what do you think about?
Pang batch, like in Facebook, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, regarding a data
See,
science or GenAI
they
batch,
are
like
they are
specific targeted.
they are fighting, they are hiding, so that will be continued. There is nothing new in that. All right. You don't need like a 10,000 job. You just need only one, right?
No,
Secure
I'm
that one.
talking about your batch, sir, like Euron Bootcamp regarding the Pang.
See, you will be able to learn all the practical aspect of each and everything, right? But yeah, so to get into those Fang Fung kind of a company, you have to focus on not just this one, which is a core part. Along with this, you will be able to clear 2 or 3 rounds with the help of this one. But the very first 2 rounds will be from DSA and system design. So you have to focus on that one. That one.
Okay. Okay.
At a harsh reality.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ramesh Kumar, yeah, you can speak. Yes, you can speak. I don't have any issue. Yeah.
Sir, actually, my current project is for Microsoft generally. So
Okay.
this I'm working as. So we have given some use cases to propose some client, but the client would want to go with some Copilot or something. What they have the own tool. So in this case, how this course will be really helpful to me. That
Sorry, can you
so
please
in
repeat
my
once again?
project,
What was the problem statement?
my problem statement in my current project, right? We are not using any open source tool. So basically, we are using they are they're encouraging to use their own tool, Microsoft tool. They are not allowing to use any open source tool. So even if by promoting all the use cases, right, which one we can get the use cases from website as well, but it's not they are not agreeing with that. So how can I propose the use cases with this specific project level there?
So basically, proprietary tool they are asking you to create. This is something
Yeah,
that
yeah, they would suggest with the Copilot or something, their own tool.
Copilot is yeah, I'm like it's a big company, so obviously they are providing Copilot. So go ahead with Copilot. That's completely
Yeah.
fine. Copilot is also going to give you a lot of help in terms of generating a code completion, code testing, and then building the entire end-to-end pipeline. Go ahead with Copilot. That's completely fine.
So do we also cover the Copilot as part of the syllabus?
I'll just remind me next week itself. I'll do a demo of Copilot. The way I have done the demo of this cursor, right? It will be very quick. It's like a very quick. I'll be using like a Copilot.
Okay, okay, all right. Because we don't have the practical platform to explore it. So most of the material
I'll show it to
we
you.
can
Just
inform that.
yeah, just give me the reminder.
Mhm.
It will not take more than like a 10-15 minute of time. Just give me a reminder next week.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, thanks. Okay, anyone next?
Hi, sir. This
Yeah,
is
hi, go ahead, Nikhil.
Ihan. Actually, I'm from automotive domain. Trying to switch for company for Gen AI. I said like I have done a little bit RAG project and all, but that guy said we will not consider that one. Did you actually work in production grade or POC like that?
Nowadays, no one is like, if you said that, like, I have worked on a small project, no one like care about it because everyone knows that those small project can be created easily in 5 minutes of time. That is
Yeah,
not called as even experience.
yeah, but they're asking in company only did you do or not? They're not asking outside project also if I do.
Yeah, so if you have done some like production grade things, you can say that, okay, fine, this is something which I have done in a company.
Yeah, but they are asking if you worked in company only, we will consider. Apart from that, we will not consider only. So it's difficult for me to switch.
See, whatever you will say, they will consider. They are not going to come and ask your manager or your lead that whether you have built this project or not, because no one talks about that in outside, right?
Yeah.
So whatever you will say, they will believe. So you have to say that, okay, fine, this is something which I have done in a company, and they will believe it if you are able to prove it.
Yeah. Another one question is like you said, the core basics is important, right? I used to learn that Python and all 1 to 3 weeks. So after some time only, I got to know that a is equal to 10. Variable usually will not store; it will refer to that variable. So that much deep should I go in learning how it will go Python memory management backend stuff?
With time, you will go into that on a day zero. So I don't think that we should go into that depth. We should take that kind of burden because sometime what happens is we as a human being are not ready for that. So it's fine. Like workaround will be good. Just try to like do it, get into a job, and then you will learn a lot. Learning is not going to end till you're like retire, right? So.
So you are telling like for basics, learn these things and start learning Gen AI. After getting job also, you can do that one. So focus on.
We all do it. We'll all do it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for the suggestion. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Next one, guys. Anyone? Atul, go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. Hi, Sudhanshu sir.
Yeah.
So I am a student of your first batch in machine
Okay.
learning.
Oh,
So
amazing.
yes,
2019 or 2020?
19.
Okay, 19. Okay.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
amazing.
So after that, like I switch in my and like I learn machine learning, deep learning, AI, like NLP.
Everyone is looking for another 2-3 transition. Okay, fine. We'll do it. We'll do it together. We have
So
done that
after
now.
that, like I switch in the data engineering part. Like on that time, I did not get much a good job in the like data science. So as of now, I like try to switch in the GNAI all things. So I thought like you were starting new batch, so I just joined. So today I
Yeah.
joined just 10 minutes ago. So I
Yeah,
like I missed
you are the old
you.
student. You are already aware about the culture, so it's fine.
Yes,
Welcome back once again.
yes, sir, yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
I just asked like I miss your last class and
Where you taught in 2019? Where I taught, Atul? It was Ainur,
yes,
right?
yes, sir. So on that
Yeah.
time I was in Gurgaon.
It was a company which I sold to Physics Wala in 250 crores.
Yes,
So
yes, yeah. So I knew on like I have as of now I have the access of the I knew on classes. Yes,
okay, thanks to PW.
yes, yeah. Okay, sir. So
Okay.
I just asked like I got the recording of yesterday class and today class.
Yeah, it's already so for today's class, it's already uploaded, and for today's class, I'll be uploading it after like 3 hours after the completion
Uh-huh.
closure of this batch.
Okay, okay, sir.
Yeah, so drill is same thing we do.
Uh-huh. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so next one, anyone guys? Ganesh, Vishal, anyone? You have raised your hand.
Sir, my question is,
Uh-huh.
if new students they are taking admission in BE or BTech,
Okay.
suppose they are planning for AI courses, in that case, the institute they are charging 7 lakh, 8 lakh. If they are going in other streams like a normal BTech, the mechanical engineering or anything, and they are charging like 3 lakhs and 4 lakhs. So, what do you suggest? They should go with the normal and join your course. That will be enough.
See, that is anyhow doesn't matter whether you are going to join a 7 lakh college or like who charging the fees or 1 lakh, right? At the end of the day, we join a college not for a learning, because no one asked that what kind of a teacher you have. But obviously, when you join a private institute like us, you do ask a question that, okay, like uh, basically like what kind of a teacher, what is your result. But generally, with respect to college, we see their placement track record, that how many companies they are calling, what kind of culture that you have, what kind of infrastructure that you have, what kind of a food you are going to provide to my kids, or like what kind of a hostel facilities you will be able to get. And then based on the affordability of the family and person, so people used to go and choose. So selection of college is not about just a learning outcome, because that is the least bordered thing. Although I like my thoughts are completely opposite to it, but I'm just talking about the general thought, right? How we think. And when I was choosing my college, so what was the criteria to choose my college at that point of a time? And even same thing like people used to do. So it's not about learning. Learning nowadays, you have a kind of a ecosystem online, so where you will be able to access a best and best of the world's knowledge with a person, everything, right? Person, infrastructure. But yeah, you should know that what I should learn, what will be my like milestones, what I should complete. And many us are not ready for that. Many of us are not ready for a self exploration. So this is where this environment comes into picture. So if your child or your neighbor or anyone, right, to whom you are recommending or suggesting, if the person is a kind of a person who can explore on themselves, then obviously you can go ahead with the route number two, which very few people will take. If you are not that kind of a person, then obviously you need an environment. So where things will go in a predefined manner, in a step-by-step manner. Doesn't matter how much it is going to charge. Uh, there are colleges, right? They're offering CS in just like a 1 lakh rupees, 2 lakh rupees. There are colleges, but maybe their infrastructure is not that great. Like their hostel facilities, their campus is not that great. So people are charging you for those facilities, not for education. Believe me, those 7 lakhs are was never meant for education at all. Yeah, hope I'm able to answer your question. So which one you should choose?
Yes.
Depends upon the student caliber. Just choose that. And obviously, like money matters a lot, right? 7 lakh is not a small amount, so that matters. People are charging like somewhere 20 lakh as well for per year.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Next one, like Vishal, please go ahead.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah. Good evening.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Yeah. Go
Sir,
ahead.
can I share my screen?
Yeah, you can share your screen. So let me make you a panelist. You will be joining as a panelist in a few minutes. Yeah. In between, so I'll take a question from Krishna. What is your question? Tell me.
Myself, Vishnu Pratap.
Yeah, I think Krishna, right? Krishna Aleti has raised a question.
Sir.
Sorry, raise a hand. So anyone can go ahead. Yeah.
Sir.
Let me stop sharing my screen so that you can share. So
Yeah.
just a minute. Allow. Yeah. Now I think you can share your screen.
Yes, sir. Sir, previous days means before joining this batch, I was trying to learn LangChain by myself or through YouTube and ChatGPT. So I created a chatbot, but I have few questions related to it. But means I was not able to understand this part of the code.
Which part?
Okay. So what I did, this is the function call
Get session ID, fine.
So here I have created a dictionary named a variable name as
Fine.
store. So whatever chatting or whatever the
Chat message history, fine.
yeah.
Got
So
it.
what? Yeah. So my question is, if this is the function call from line number 27, it is going to the line number 20, and over here I am storing the session ID in the chat message history object. But my question is, if this function is returning the store ID, here I have not created any variable. So basically, from the control will be going from 27 to 20, and from 23 it will be coming back to the 27.
Basically, you will try to call this line number 25. So eventually this is going to call this particular line, and automatically this will call line number 20. So it's not line number 20, focus on the return line number 23. Always you will be able to get return as a line number 23. Simple.
Okay, but if this line number 23 will be getting in, will be catching
Will be
which?
getting all the time when you will call line number 25. It's a
Yes,
single line, right?
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Means,
Line number 23 means return will get. See, that's just a function. From 20 to 23, it's just a function. It
Yes,
will
sir.
give you single line return. So whatever return it will give it to you, it will go with the this chain history, CHAIN, chain history that you have written, right? Line number 25. It will go into that one.
Okay, so that this particular return will be storing in chain history.
Yes, in that object basically, session ID object where you are calling it.
Okay, but this is the function call. So basically, it in normal programming, whatever means I have seen.
Yeah, so basically you were confused about the bracket. So why we are not using a bracket? Why we are not
No,
able to pass the input? Something like that.
no, sir, no, sir. So let's take an example. Let's skip this part for now. I'm calling a function, and that function is returning me a multiplication of two numbers. So I will be calling like ANS equal to mult, and two parameters I will be passing. So whatever is been written, it will be stored in ANS variable. So over here, if I am calling from line number 27, I am calling the function get session ID. So the control should come back to this line, right? Get session ID.
It is coming back to that line basically. It is coming back. So how control will come in a sequential manner? It will execute, right? So first
Yes.
it will execute chain. Let's suppose. So this is one single object. So all this four thing will go together inside our runnable with the message history. See, runnable with the message history itself is a function, right? You're trying to call.
Yes.
And these are basically object parameter. Means technically
Yes.
you are trying to initialize the this like a runnable. What is the method? Yeah, runnable. Yeah, maybe a class, right? Maybe that is a class. I don't know what you have written basically. So basically runnable with the message history. Let's suppose it's a class. We are trying to provide or we are trying to instantiate it. All this four object, which is object variable, chain, get session ID, input message key, history message key, all will go
Yes.
together. Now, out of that, one of these parameter is what? One of these parameter is basically a function. So basically, you have
Yes.
created a class which will take input as a function. This is what has been implemented over here.
Okay.
Input as a function. So whenever like it will try to take that input, it will try to call that function, means execute that function. And what that function is technically doing, it is trying to store your historical message. And whenever you are going to call it in that session, so technically it is going to return your historical, whatever like a memory that you have saved, right? So it is going to return that from the session ID. This is what
Okay.
it is doing.
So basically this function is in
Function or
one
maybe
line.
class, I don't know. Maybe you can hover your mouse and then I can check. But yeah, as of now, it looks like yeah, loading, right? See, it's a class. I told you. And in the
Okay.
inside this class, clearly it's visible that it is trying to take these inputs, right? So a get session history, input message, output message, history message key, history factor configuration, and other KWAs. KWAs means any kind of a dictionary parameter or key value kind of parameter you can try to pass. So this is what it is going to take.
Okay. Okay, sir. And sir, my second question is means whatever prerequisite for the deep learning, we will be taking that in the classes?
No, for deep learning, we have a separate deep learning batch. So
No. Sorry, a prerequisite for the Gen AI.
I'm considering that. Don't worry. So I always like I believe in going for basics. So next class Saturday, I'm going to talk about the API and that too API from a definition till creation of the API,
So
right?
we will be using fast APIs
So
or
I will be using fast API.
okay. So you will be teaching some background
So
of fast
I'll be
API.
teaching I'll be teaching how you can create a very simple method, pass the parameter, expose it to the API, test it with the postman basically,
Okay.
with the post, get, delete, and all those operations, and then how you will be able to expose that to the entire world.
Okay, sir. So basically, whatever in this batch, the tech stack will be become. So I will be able to transition my career, right?
Yes, everyone eventually.
Okay.
Yeah.
And sir, from when we will be getting start getting assignments for that?
Next Sunday, not even maybe Saturday, but I'm not sure about it. Sunday. Yeah.
Okay.
My assignments are not like a quite a regular assignment. That there are 2-3 type of assignment I used to create. One that I give into a recorded session. So yeah, that's a proper assignment where I like mention the questions. Generally in my live batches, I don't give assignment. I give a challenges that okay, build this and then discuss inside the group. That kind of a challenges.
Okay, so
Not like a solve this question, this question, this question. So that I don't follow in my live lecture. That I follow in my recorded one.
Okay, sir.
So as you are the part of live, so not like a conventional assignment.
we are going to do it. We are going to like build it, and like you are showing your screen, right? If you are not able to understand. So similarly, people will do those things on a regular basis.
Okay, so that will help us to.
That is the only thing which helps a lot of people, and this is something which has helped so many people in past, as per my experience.
Okay, sir. And so, sir, what is I'm currently doing? I'm going to ChatGPT and I'm asking ChatGPT that I'm a 5-year-old kid and I want to learn
Don't do
language.
like, I mean, like that kind of that level prompt is not required. I'm a 5-year-old kid.
Means.
ChatGPT is smart enough to understand if we are going to do a follow-ups.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine. The next question, please. From Abhijit. Go ahead with your question.
Sudhanshu. Yeah, this is Abhijit. I'm your old student,
Hello.
2021, IURAN.
Okay.
Okay, so yesterday, I think 2, 3 days back, I was speaking with you and have a group itself. So with your after your batch, I done the transition in data science. Okay, so I have done my salary 3x from that time. Yeah, in 4 years.
We'll do it again 3x from now.
Yeah, so now, so currently I'm working in investment management company. Okay, so where I'm leading the model implementation team. Okay, so looking the model implementation deployment, CI/CD pipeline, and as well as I'm working as a R-Shiny lead developer as well. Okay, so with the and previously I worked in Schneider Electric as a senior data scientist. Okay, so with this after like completion of GenAI or might be 1 or 2 years, I'm aiming for some architect level role. So will it be justifiable to aim into that way
What
with
is your
my
total year of experience now?
total year? See, if I include my BPO experience, it will be
No,
around
yeah, total, yeah, total.
total. It will be around 16, 17 years.
Then I think you can target. See, BPO you must have done in your early stage of a career for 2, 3 years, or
Yes,
whatever, right? So
right.
no one will even do a BGV for that. Don't worry. People do a BGV for like last 2, 3 companies, max to max. And again, so you will be talking about your experience in last 2, 3 years that you have done. So don't worry about like your initial job. Yeah. Now coming to the architect role. So the easiest way to crack the architect role, I would say, take your time, maybe for 6 months or 9 months. Involve your team, maybe like college colleague, whoever you want, and then let's build something a little bit bigger, right? And then
Right.
you will be like able to like switch again like easily. I think this is what we have been following, right, since a very long time. So just do it that. And again, I'm here, so I'll be able to help you out.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Sudhanshu.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Thank
your
you. Welcome back
guidance.
once again. Yep.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, next one. Amir, Arman, we have Ganesh, we have Krishna, Leti, we have Krishna Pratap, we have Ravi Teja. Anyone can go ahead, guys. Yeah, your wish. Yes, anyone? Okay, let me mute all and then now raise a hand. Yeah. So raise your hand, please. Because yeah, Ganesh, please go ahead.
Yes, sir. So you will be giving that assignment. That will be challenges in this course. So can we also discuss the solutions because the
No,
different
not at all.
persons they will be.
No, not at all. Because see, when I give a project, right, a big project, so basically that I allow to discuss inside the class. Rest, when I give a small challenges, which will start from, let's suppose, like next Saturday and Sunday. So we have a group, and you guys can share your solution over there, your observation over there, and then you can discuss over there. Everything not need to be discussed, because anyhow in my class itself we are going to write a lot of code. We are going to discuss a lot,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So everything, because it will unnecessarily consume the time, right? My
Yeah,
time, your
WhatsApp
time.
is good.
Yes. So small one, big one obviously will invite. So see, generally what I do is that whenever I give a big challenge, right, a big project. So let's suppose 3, 4, or 10 people are able to do it. So out of that, we select like a 2, 3 demos, and we just ask them to present it inside the class in a live mode,
All right.
so that other people will be able to ask a cross question.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
But yeah, not for all everything. So because I know it's too much like time consuming. Yeah, Krishna Pratap, please go ahead. Hello, Krishna Pratap, I'm audible to you. Prakash, you can go ahead if I'm audible to you. Gauhar, you can go ahead. Anyone can go ahead, guys. Please unmute yourself. You all can unmute yourself. I'm unable to unmute myself. Is it? Okay, Krishna Pratap is saying. Okay, ping me. Remove permission. No, no, I think you should be able to unmute yourself. Ask to unmute. Let me. Okay, click. Now, Krishna Pratap, try to unmute yourself. Gauhar, try to unmute yourself.
Hi, sir.
Yeah, hi, hi.
Sir, recently I completed Python course from Euron.
Great.
I don't understand the fundamental of AI or more things, and it is a big problem for me. Maybe I am that student who has no knowledge in this class. So what I do now?
Nothing. Just follow along with the class. Yeah, have patience. Simple.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, yeah, next one, Ajit. Go ahead. Prakash, go ahead.
Hey, Sudhanshu. Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
hi, Prakash. Yeah.
I thought to ask one question, but I forgot to. So currently we are having implementing chat assistant, which we are trying to get the data source from the SharePoint intranet site. So
Okay,
that
okay.
initially we thought to put it in the vector DB, and then we try to build a chat assistant on top of that. But there is one new feature we recently done POC, like there is a Copilot studio where we can just give the SharePoint URLs to the Copilot studio, so that we can able to directly ask the question to the assistant. So what will be the best in going for the future, like Sudhanshu? So,
You're saying that like going with the RAG or
yeah, with the chat Copilot studio.
no, so if you are using Copilot Studio, if it is working for this solution, then it's fine for now. But let's suppose if I would like to like build a complete system where I don't want to use a Copilot, I just want my like RAG system to understand my entire document or whatever is there in a link. I can do that as well. There are multiple approaches to solve the same problem. But yeah, if that problem you have solved and it's working, let it be in that way.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Ajit, please go ahead. Krishna Pratap, I think you have raised your hands since a very long time, but you are not able to ask the question. So please go ahead.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are. You are.
Yeah. So in this course, you will be taking any cloud platforms like Azure, Google, or I mean, we'll be interacting with the
Cloud-wise AWS. Majority of times I'll be using
AWS, right?
AWS, and for like a GPUs, paper space kind of platform. There is something called a paper space kind of platform which provides a GPU. And
Okay.
again, there will be a free cloud deployment as well. So Streamline Cloud, Render Cloud for free cloud platform deployment. A basic one. Advanced one, like where I will be creating like an entire end-to-end infrastructure and pipeline, that will be AWS. Okay.
Hi,
Yeah. Next
Sudhanshu.
question, please. Yeah. Go ahead.
Ajit here.
Yeah, Ajit. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So, Sudhanshu, my question is, are we going to again cover the RAG masters, or do we
In
have
this
to?
one, yeah, RAG is there. Syllabus, as a part of syllabus, RAG is there, so I have to cover. Whatever is there in the syllabus, I'll cover. Simple.
So we are going to cover in the live class.
Yeah, live classes. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so fine, everyone. I think we are good. We are able to take all the questions. I can see a couple of people have raised their hand, but yeah, they were not able. They have not asked the question, but that's fine. We are anyhow connected. So with that, thank you so much, everyone. Take care. Hope we are aligned. We are able to learn. And again, from next class onwards, agenda is going to be I'll teach you how to create the APIs. Then EURI API. We'll try to experiment a lot, and hopefully Saturday, Sunday, we will be able to cover that. So that will be a part of our base building. We are not starting the actual lecture, you can say, and again, initial two modules are not an actual lecture. It's basically for a base building. So we'll try to spend a couple of like days just to build a base, so that going forward we should not face any kind of problem. And believe me, by that time you will get used to a lot of things which will be required, so you all will be on a same plane basically. With that, thank you so much, everyone. Take care. Enjoy your entire week. There is no assignment which I have given this week. But yeah, you can expect this one in a next week, upcoming week. So with that, take care, everyone. Hope you have liked it, and yeah, so go and tell your friends and families and everyone. If someone would like to join, let's join. At least let them give a try. There's no harm in giving a try in a disciplined manner, and I'm here to like talk about everything. So with that, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Vijay, Satish, everyone, who's Krishna Pratap, everyone. Yeah. So take care and see you again, guys. We are anyhow connected in a group. So I'm available. Those who are not able to join the group, go and check your dashboard. There is a WhatsApp link which is given. You can join your group and you can keep on chatting with your entire group member. Plus, I'm the part of your group. So throughout the entire week. And yeah, let's do a constructive discussion then. With that, take care, everyone. Closing the session now. Bye.